All right, all right, all right. What's everybody doing on this Thursday evening? Y'all know what time it is. It's time, you know what I'm saying, to talk some shit about the rat. Yeah, y'all gotta bear with me. I'm gonna get it together. 100. Right down. I'm like 50, 60%. Going all into my files and shit. Yeah, I know we had a delay. I had to get some things out the way uh, before I got on. So I was kind of running behind time. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna leave that right there. Yeah. You know, I listened to her earlier this morning, and as usual, her bullshit. So let's see who we got in the room. What's up, Ebony man? And I see the beauty. God bless. Let's see who else. Sassy. Who else we got? I guess just about it. Oh yeah, we can get the flowing. We can get the flowing. Get this situated. Man. All right, all right. Welcome to the room, Lord. Yeah, we just getting started, so there ain't nobody miss nothing. Can everybody hear me well? Press one. Press one. I ain't too loud, am I? But yeah, like I was said, the rat is on one like usual. You know, we're gonna come back and just put our ass on blast. You know, that's what the fuck we do over here. We catch you in your bullshit, just gonna put you on blast. So we just go ahead and start this on off. Welcome to the room, Jen. With the rat and her bullshit.
Hey guys, while I have some time, and I only have about 20 minutes. That's about it. I've been trying to make sure that I upload something daily. I was going to just not post and then post like 3 months from now with some new stuff, but I just decided that, I'm going to do my regular every day. Like when I have time to upload, I'll upload. If I don't, then I just won't. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to overthink YouTube. Hold on. So if you can tell, if you look across my face, there's like this line. You know why? Because my windshield is cracked. Like my windshield is like being replaced on Tuesday because the other day I was driving down like this country road and another truck was coming the opposite way and a big rock fell off the truck and hit the top part of my windshield. So
A big rock. Okay, sounds right. A big rock.
it's like the size of a quarter, but the lines coming from it, it's like a spider. Okay, that's what it's looking like. So it's really just I can still drive with it, but it's just like an eyesore, you know what I mean? And they're not coming to my house to fix it until Tuesday. So I gotta sit here until Tuesday until they come and swap out my safe light comes out and swaps out my windshield. And then I'm going to have to buy another windshield mount to hold my phone because the mount to hold my phone is literally glued to this windshield. So I wouldn't have been able to take it off anyway. So they're going to take the windshield and the mount with it because it's stuck on it. It's like crazy glue, like go.
This bitch is dumb and fucking crazy. All you gotta do is get a fucking scraper and scrape the motherfucker off and re-glue it to the new one, dummy. Back to this dumb bitch.
Gorilla glued on it. Okay, so anyway, the problematic baby mama. So everybody knows I'm a single mom. I'm a newly single mom, of course. My son,
a newly single mom. You say you ain't been fucking nobody since 2017, Sasha Ray. It's 2019. It's about to be 2 motherfucking years. So do you call that new? Just because you got a car in 2017? I mean, somebody asks you, what year's that car? You gonna say it's a new car in 2019? Really? Back to this dumb bitch.
is approximately 13 months, no, 14 months as of yesterday, right? 14 months, I think, as of yesterday. No, 13 months. Okay, so anyway, 13 months, right? I'm tired.
This bitch count the days, the hours, the minutes, and the motherfucking seconds to the time she wasn't with Priest. Y'all notice that? Press one if you notice that. Welcome to the room, Chris. Welcome to the room, Lord. Who else I seen? Chef, welcome to the room. Shit. Say shit. Okay. All right. Back to this dumb bitch.
And I was thinking about how Shxtt has not paid child support for this month, and he's really far behind on it. He owes me in justice about a little over $700. And it's funny to me that just getting a man to just simply pay his child support that he asked for, it's just so difficult. Like, how do you ask to be on child support and then don't pay for it? That's just so weird to me. So anyway.
Okay. This is the main thing of this whole video I do want to address. Sasha Ray, if you listen or if you're listening, basically when you get public assistance, I'm gonna keep saying this because I know your motherfucking ass heard. When you get public assistance, and do I sound clear, y'all? I know yesterday y'all was saying y'all was hearing some static. Sometimes this phantom power mic, it can't get distorted. Oh, let me get this up. Gonna make sure we don't have no problems. Oh shit. All right. I think I'm good. Test it. Yeah, angle this motherfucker a certain goddamn way. Oh, okay. I see what I need to do. Damn, I can't do that. I'm gonna have to get a what you call it, because my voice go right through it. All right, I know I'm gonna have to buy this goddamn forgot what they call the motherfuckers. I knows I'll put my hand over the back. Test it. Yeah, I know. Notice when I put my hand over the backside of the mic, my voice is a little bit clearer. It's not too bassy. I think this will do right here. All right, when you welcome to the room, Frank. When you get assistance and say he's paying $200 a month, the check is going to go to them first. When they get the check, they're going to take out their cut. Usually it's like 60% to 80% that they're going to take out. That includes basically the money that they gave her, the buddy that they help him with this living assistance, daycare assistance, whatever the fuck. she applied for. And by the time she get a $200 check, she might see $50, like she said, and she might see $125, like she's going to see. But to sit here and say that man's behind, that is a lie. The first couple of months, they hold it in the arrears on their end. They always do that, Sansaray. So stop coming on her and telling everybody that man is behind, because he's not. You could go down to that building and ask for a report of what he's been paying and what day he paid. They would give you a printout with no problem, Sansaray. I dare you to do that. And I guarantee you, you're going to see he's been paying. All right, let's get back to this dumb bitch.
Okay. Um, the problematic baby mama will always be a phenomenon or a entity in the eyes of a man who is a deadbeat. Okay, because anytime a woman who is the mother of a child, um, and this man is no longer with this woman, he can't control this woman, or the relationship between the two of them didn't work out, he will forever, she will forever, in his eyes, be the problematic baby mama. I don't care how civilized she acts. I don't care how good of a mother she is. I don't care how financially stable she is, attractive she is, hardworking she is. In the eyes of a deadbeat father, his child's mother will always be the problem. Okay? She will always be classified as the problematic baby mama because he's a deadbeat and all he sees is a reflection of his own behavior. Everybody who walks around this planet, would you walk around and you see other people doing all of the time?
Okay, you call this man a deadbeat. It's not true. The man has done something. It's a fact because it came out your mouth. The man has, you have received a $50 check, maybe more. Just all you told us. But I know we know you received some more shit. Just because he doesn't communicate with you doesn't mean he's a deadbeat. He's contributing in some type of way. He's not a deadbeat. So in that case, we call you a deadbeat because we know damn well you haven't contributed to nothing of your daughter. Back to this dumb bitch.
And what you put emphasis on all of the time, you really have to do some like self-evaluation and make sure that those behaviors that you're chastising other people about or you're being critical about all of the time aren't behaviors that you're displaying yourself. So remember that. The people who complain the most about something they hate the most, they're usually guilty of performing that same behavior.
Wow. Wow. Sound like you're talking about yourself, Sansaray. Don't you think?
So what I noticed about men who complain about the problematic baby mamas all the time, it for some reason they never do any real self-evaluation. They're never doing anything that they're supposed to do. They're always irresponsible, selfishness, misogynistic, manipulative, all types of just negative, character traits. And then you turn around and you look at the mother of their children, and this woman isn't even half as bad as this man has complained about. I do want to say there are women.
Okay. There go that laugh. There go that laugh. That's basically I'm lying or I'm finna lie. She basically displayed out that goddamn laugh. So everything is supposed to be the man's fault. You got deadbeat mothers out here too. Just as well you got deadbeat fathers. So when you talk about that, why don't you talk on a balanced scale? Just don't look at it as just the man being a deadbeat. There are deadbeat mothers. All right.
Out there who are problematic baby mamas, and here's how you as a man can avoid these women, or as women, you yourself can avoid becoming the problematic baby mama. Okay, so fellas, a lot of the times when women are problematic, you aren't doing what you're supposed to do in regards to your kids. Okay, that's number one on top of the list. If you always do what you're supposed to do as a father, 9 times out of 10, you won't have any issues with the mothers of your children. Because
Okay, everybody do me a favor. If you fuck with me, go ahead hit the likes. If you don't fuck with me, hit the dislikes. Also, feel free to leave a comment and subscribe.
really they're just hounding you for that 9 times out of 10. But then you have other women that may try to use your kids as pawns, or some type of leverage, or to try to control you or something like that.
Yeah, just like you doing with Justice.
And the best way to avoid women who do that is to file for child support, is to handle it to where you have a legal obligation and everything is organized and scheduled. Because when it's organized and scheduled, that's the less you have to deal with her. Okay, once you get the courts involved and you have a lawyer and an attorney and you're on child support, usually 9 times out of 10, she's the least of your worries. And trust me, if she's that bad of a person, what she does will be on record. You will have people who will be able to vouch for you. You will have basically receipts and proof that she's as problematic as you claim she is. So when you start dealing with the custody battles and your kids and stuff like that, it will be easier for you to get your kids, or for you to, have favor in the eyes of the judicial system. So that's the best way. To me, a man who has a problematic baby mama, that's the best way to be able to deal with her. And it's the same thing with.
Okay, you giving out this advice on how to deal with a problematic baby mama. Why don't you give out that advice on how to deal with your motherfucking ass? Why don't you try that? No, I forgot. You can't. Reason why you can't, because you sit over there and keep on harassing that man to be with you. Back to this dumb bitch.
Ladies, like when you have a problematic baby daddy, basically the main thing that you can do is use the judicial system. Now, it isn't always as fair as people think it is. Okay, so there's some pros and cons to child support, and using the courts to handle your affairs. Because I know for me, like I said, my child support check is $269 a month, which is something that this fool isn't even paying. And $269 a month is chump change in California.
Okay, if it's chump change in California, why the fuck was you online ranting and begging for 505 since it's chump change? Can somebody in the chat explain that to me? You just heard this come out of her mouth. 269 is chump change in California, but she had to rant and beg online in California for 505. Okay, sounds right. Or you can explain that to me in the chat because I know you're listening. Let me see what everybody's saying. Shell says she sees nothing wrong with spreading this man's information all over the internet. True. Let's see what else somebody said. God damn, this business call coming in. Oh my God. They have to wait till late tomorrow. They have to catch me tomorrow. Let's see what else. Shell also said she thinks every woman has the same experience as she does. That is basically true, Shell. She thinks every woman is going through the same thing in the same situation. Everybody's situation is different, Sansa Ray. Now, these are women just commenting about this. Everybody's situation is different, Sansa Ray. Everybody's situation ain't like yours. All right, back to this dumb bitch.
Okay, California is one of those places where everyone is wealthy. You know what I mean? Because it's, you gotta be wealthy to even live in this place. So either you're extremely wealthy or you're kind of homeless. That's the divide right there. There's no in between. You're either getting the bread or you just in the street. Okay, so $269 a month.
Okay, I had to read that one. This is a good one. from in the chat. Oh shit. Fuck. Come on now. I get my damn phone to turn over. I'll read this one. Layla says, how about she gives advice how not to get pregnant while homeless in the back of a fucking truck. That's a good one. I had to read that one. All right, back to this dumb bitch.
Chump change, okay? Even if $269 was based off my son's father's um, income of $400 a week, that's still half of one paycheck. That's still nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's still easy to cough up, and this man still is not doing it. Okay, so in some cases, yeah, it's probably.
Oh, it's easy to cough up, but shit, you couldn't get half of that when you was begging for that 505. Wow. Oh man, y'all heard her straight talking. Like, oh, it's easy to cough that up. That's nothing. But this bitch was online begging for 505. Really, really, Sasha Ray? That's nothing. But you couldn't get half of that to get to the 505 that you needed. And you forgot about that, didn't you? Think before you speak, Sasha Ray. All right, back to this bitch.
Problematic. Like for me, filing for child support, the only benefit I got from filing child support was proving that Priest was Justice's father, because I wanted Priest to stop going around telling people that Justice wasn't his when he knew damn well Justice's was his. He knew damn well, because we planned Justice. And
hold the fuck up. All right, Sasha Ray. Now you heard a man on Kyra show. I know you heard it. You sitting here saying that y'all playing for justice now, when before you just said it just happened. Do everybody remember that in the chat? Press 1. Now she's saying that, oh, we playing for justice. See how we catch you in your motherfucking lies, bitch. All right, back to this dumb hoe.
You know, us getting pregnant sooner and me having Justice sooner than we planned is the only difference in, you know, what was going on between he and I. I was never like a jump off. We never not had conversations about him having children together. You know, we really had a plan. It's just Justice came earlier. So when he went out into the public and told everybody that Justice wasn't his,
I did the same motherfucking thing too. Shit, you start thinking about shit. Y'all done broke up 3 times. You sitting up here fucking with your motherfucking ex, man, while you sit here got them in front of each other at the same time. What the fuck? You couldn't be trusted. You lied all the time. Shit, you can't blame them. That's real talk. You can't blame them. See, I ain't had that problem because, you know what I'm saying, I know, you know what I'm saying, you know, my kid's mother was with me and I was with them. We didn't have no trust issues. We had different rentals, but we didn't have no trust issues. See, with you, Sans Ray, it was trust issues, different rentals. It wasn't no stability on your side. Wasn't no type of help. Wasn't no type of shit. You didn't have shit. You sitting here planning for motherfucking kids and shit. But goddamn, you ain't even got a motherfucking house over your fucking head. Who does that? Back to this dumb bitch.
Only thing that filing for child support helped fix was that. So he could stop saying that shit, because it was a lie. You know, so basically I just had to get the receipts for basically he's lying. So here's the paternity test. So sometimes, you know, using the court, it's a headache. Like I said before in a previous video, when the child support gets to $1,000, I'm going to file a motion for, you know, Priest to get arrested if he has not paid his child support. And that's a couple of $100 away, because it's a little over 700. So once it gets to $1,000, I'm going to file my motion to get Priest arrested for not paying for it.
Sounds right. To my knowledge, I don't think that can be done. That's up to the courts. You could probably petition him to say he wasn't paying, but I don't think that you could, file motions for him to get arrested. I don't think so. I don't, you didn't go down there and file it yourself. If you'd have filed it yourself, maybe. But the way you did it, I don't think that could be able to happen. I'll have to look more into that. I'm not saying she's lying, but I do believe she's lying. But I don't think you could do that. I think that's something she's saying to sit here and gas motherfuckers up. And, saying blow smoke up a motherfucker's tailpipe. But back to this dumb bitch. Shit.
It's as simple as paying your child. Like, if you pay your child support, you won't have a problematic baby mama at all. Now, here's another problem.
If you pay your child support, you won't have a problematic baby mama at all. Sounds great. If that man was paying, let me say it like this: if that motherfucker if he was paying the full amount, as you're saying, he's not paying the full amount, but I do believe he's paying the full amount. He only get partial of it because of your state assistance. He still will have problems with you. You will pick something to nitpick at. Back to this dumb bitch.
Problem, communication. A lot of times child support creates this space to where you don't have to communicate with each other directly, because a lot of times, even if you try to have conversations with the mother of your child or the father of your child where it's just you talking about the child and that's it, a lot of people still don't know how to leave the insults and their personal feelings away from those conversations. Like, it would make sense. Two people don't get along. Two people have decided to no longer be in a relationship, but they have children together. So what it
God damn. Can everybody hear? Hold on. Can everybody hear me? Press 1. We had a little technical difficulty. Press 1 if you can hear me. Okay, cool. Hold on. We had a little crash here. Bear with me. God damn. Shit. This shit been doing this here and there quite often. I need to find out what the fuck is wrong. I don't have too much of shit downloaded on this laptop right here. Oh, fuck. Right, wait a minute. Welcome to the room, Nelly Child. Here go the link right here. Everybody want to come in. I should have grabbed that before I started. I was rushing to get on, so everybody hurry up, grab the link. Somebody grab a link also. One of mine grab a link also. That way, anytime I say put out the link for future people that come in or they want to come on and hang out. But one of my, I don't know who it is. One of y'all grab it for me, and I'll just let you know when to throw it out. Because right now I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there, but I'm gonna remove it. That way, we get some actual real trolls coming here trying to crash the party. All right, I just removed it. All right, let's go ahead. Shit. Let's see here. All right, let's go ahead and get back to this bitch.
What's up, bro?
No, so that's still a difficult thing. That's why the only
Who we got on the panel?
What's up, man? This is Mr. Law 217, man.
Oh, welcome to the room, Chris. Welcome to the room.
Let's talk about this child support shit right quick, man. Listen, bro.
Go ahead, count on in.
Number one, I got like 3 more payments left. I'm gonna be done. I've been on child support for damn near like 17 years.
Okay.
That shit don't work nothing like that. I know niggas that's like $20,000 behind in child support. Only thing they got is they can't drive. So she can't go down to no goddamn child support office and say, hey, I want a motion to put him in jail. It just don't work like that. You know what I mean?
Right. That's why I said. Now, if she went to the courts herself, that could be possible. But I know she didn't do that because of the simple fact that $269 that she says she's supposed to get, and she says she only received a $50 check. I know for sure that man been paying.
I
so
mean,
she looking
really
at it.
I don't really know how to break down, the percentages. Like I pay.
It's up there, bro. Trust me.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
if you were to pay, I know you probably heard some people like, they pay like $200 a month, but by the time the baby mama get it, they only get like $25 or something.
Nah, I mean, like I say, I don't really know how that works. Now, I just know how the legality part of it as far as all that. But as far as like the percentages, like I pay $368 per month. I've been paying that shit for 17 years. I don't know how much per month was actually coming out of that. I don't know. You know what I mean? And I never asked. That might be a good question for me to ask just so I know. But I never asked that shit before.
Yeah,
but
when they on some type of assistance, that's what happens.
Well, no. I mean, like, as far as I know, my daughter's mom ain't never been on no assistance or none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I don't know how that shit works. But as far as, like, going to jail, bro, I done been behind before. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been to jail for child support, period. You know what I mean? I done been way more than $1,000 or $2,000 behind. Like, at one point, I was $5,000 behind. I ain't never been locked up for that shit. So, my thing is, hell, if I ain't never been locked up for being $5,000 behind, you ain't finna tell me this man get $1,000 behind. You can just run your ass to the court and get him arrested. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? The most I ever had is my driver's license got suspended for like 2 or 3 days until I went down there and gave them like $1,200 or $1,300. You got to get them like a certain percentage of the amount that you behind. So let's say like right now, he's $700 behind. He ain't got to go down there and get him, but like 30% of that. You feel me? Yo, can you hear me? Hello?
Hey, press 1 if you can hear me. Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't know what happened, Chris.
We got the call ended, and so I just rejoined it.
Something is going on over on my end. My windows keep crashing for some odd reason.
Oh, okay.
Drag on her. So yeah, I do apologize to everybody about that. But we back rolling. Somebody throw the link back up in the room. one of mine throw the link back in the room, so Laura could get on and Chris could get on. Okay, we back in effect. Yeah. What you had to chime in and say?
Yeah, I came in kind of towards the end of it, so I don't know what all lies. I mean, I don't know what all she was saying about, child support, but I know one thing that I just want to say is that, her baby is a year into the game. He couldn't possibly be that, far behind or that
Right.
much in a hole, as far as, how much he, could be possibly in debt as far as the child support. And, how much, they going to say how much he owe a month and how much he actually get is a whole different story. I
Exactly.
can break that shit down too. Hold on one sec though. Hold on.
Right. It varies. Right on for the link, Ebony man. But
Yeah, she got to
after this,
stop.
yeah,
She got to
hold
stop
on,
lying.
yeah, I know. Hold on for a minute, Chris. Hey,
My
Ebony
bad.
man. After the link get put out, after you put the link out there for give it about like a half a minute, then delete the comment. I mean, delete your message. That way it won't stay on there. All right, go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just finna say, man, like Sansa just don't understand. If she stopped coming on here, and I think it was Shell Whitfield that said it in the chat, she doing all this shit to get attention from priests, and I get it.
Yeah,
She
true.
still hurt
Yeah,
by the shit. Like I ain't really one sided in my thoughts. No, I don't like this woman. I despise this woman. I damn near hate this woman. But I'm gonna
yeah.
keep
I
it
don't
real.
blame you,
Right,
bro. I'm with you. I do not blame you. The shit
right.
she did was some foul, fucked
Yeah,
up
it's
shit.
just all fucked up. But on the flip side, I understand. Hey, you hurt. You was fucking with this man. You and this man. We don't know what conversations her and that man might have had. We don't know if that man might have told her he loved her and all that old type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? But
True, but
this ain't the way to fix it.
no, it ain't the way to fix it. True.
This
I
ain't
mean,
it.
she going about it trying to get him hurt. She trying to go
Yeah,
about it trying to get him fired.
yeah,
She going about it trying to get somebody to take his ID. She said there
yeah.
release that man social security number and all that shit.
And then my thing, all the line. Oh, how would I know
Yeah.
how to have his social? Cause the
See,
man
this is
said
what
that
I
he had
see.
all
This
his information
see.
in the
This is
hotel.
what I've been telling
Hold
y'all.
on, hold on. Let Chris finish right quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna take too long. I was just
No, you
finna
good?
say, she come on here. The lying is what kills me. Like a lot of people be like, well, I wonder why they be always talking about her. Like when you had this live stream up, somebody came into the chat, but the message, I guess they hid the message. It was somebody named Pinky Nigga or something like that. They was on here like, why do y'all come on here talking about her every day? I'm sorry, but if I know a motherfucker full of shit, I'm gonna talk about your ass too.
Right. Not only that, everybody can't, they don't get why we talk about her ass because she does fuck shit offline. She just did some shit to a woman by taking her situation, twisting it up to her liking, and basically, bashing a woman.
Yeah, I ain't really know what happened with that. I
Yeah,
got to go back and look at
basically
it.
was. Yeah, we gonna dip down on that and get more of the scoop from the lady. I didn't have time today. Other than that, I don't do Facebook. I'd have Bomb reach out to try to find her and reach out to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely gonna try to get her come over here. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up and see what all went wrong.
And then with shit like that, Sansaria go and deny all that shit like it never happened.
Right.
And that's
Exactly.
the part that people don't understand.
Right.
That's why people stay on Sansaria. Like she do a lot of fuck shit. Like even down to the this last thing, the birthday donation scam shit. You always looking for a way to try to make some money off of somebody.
Right. Instead of
Like,
going out
god
and
damn.
get this another stream of income like she says she got.
It's like, bitch, go get a job. Uber ain't no
No,
job. I'm sorry.
no, it's side hustle. Side
Uber is a
hustle.
side hustle. Now
Side
I get
hustle.
it. There's a lot
Yeah.
of people out here that's using Uber as their main job. But I was just
I
having a
mean, it's
conversation with a
cool. It's
huh?
cool if it can supplement, a main job income, but you gotta really go out there and hustle.
Yeah, but you
To
gotta have
her,
your own car, bro. Like you
that
can't
too. You gotta know
that
how to
that
do cost of what they call it, cost shit effective saving, and then
yeah,
she's
like
not doing that.
that Uber car shit. I just had a
Yeah.
conversation with a nigga the other day. He was up at the spot that I be working at like in the daytime, you know what I mean?
Uh
And he
huh.
was like, man, I'm getting ready to stop doing this Uber shit. Cause that's what he do. He
Uh
do
huh.
Uber. He was like, man, I'm getting ready to stop doing this Uber shit. I was like, well, why? He was like, man, that car cost me like $1,500 a month. and
Yeah.
they take it. So I was
Yep.
wondering why this nigga be out there doing Uber. God damn, bro, hold on. God damn, the fuck was that? Oh, so I was wondering why the nigga be out there like all day long. He be driving Uber all day. I was wondering like
Exactly.
why he do that shit. Come to
Exactly.
find out, now I get it.
Yeah. You got to
This
really
nigga was
hustle.
up 8 o'clock in the morning driving people around. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. You got to really hustle on that, man. You
yeah,
can't
a
just sit
lot.
around and you know what I'm saying. Oh, I want to go to work. I mean, you can, but you just make some extra change. But then
that's
when it
the
comes
sport
time,
to
you know,
make extra money.
when
Uber is
it
to
comes
make
time,
extra money, not to be your main source of income. Like it, you know, you can't do that. But she's so fucking lazy. Number one, she's so fucking lazy. Number two, she thinks she better than the rest of the world. Like she can't go out and just get a regular job like everybody else. So you sit your ass around and look for little schemes and shit to come up with. You know what I'm saying?
right?
And I
Exactly.
get that too. Like everybody don't want to work a regular job. I get that. But when your ass is fucked up and you broke, you better get your ass out here and get you a motherfucking regular job, bitch.
No, she don't want to do that. She don't want to do that. She want the house, the picket fence, all that shit to drop in her lap,
We
along
did
with
up here talking about.
along with her spiritual husband to drop in her lap.
Then up here talking about the other day she went out to pick up somebody from Uber and they come out the house talking about
Right.
ain't nobody did that shit. Ain't nobody did that shit.
Since the second time she said that shit, man,
Acting like
I just
everybody
laugh every
just
time
know
I
her
heard it.
wherever she at.
Right.
That's why I was trying to tell somebody. Shawty was, man, she wasn't famous in Atlanta. Walking around here like everybody just knew her
Right.
in Atlanta. Shawty,
Exactly.
when?
Oh man. Shit. She talking like shit. She was motherfucking Beyonce or something.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like that's the stuff that make people want to keep talking about it because it's
Right.
like she got these, it's like the dumbest. I ain't never seen nobody that lie the way that she lie. Never.
Shit. They all her, bro. They all her.
I ain't never met
Trust
nobody
me.
like that. Try to make
Yeah.
your life be more than what it
It
was.
was, yeah. They all
Like,
her.
come on. Oh my God.
Hey.
I went to pick up somebody and they say,
Now you know the nigga, man. You got that nigga on the block, right? That be always count. Well, I ain't gonna say always count, but always piggybacking off the big man weight.
yeah.
That's Sansa Ray.
Oh,
Yeah,
she ain't the plug.
you
She
know
the
we
one that
getting
make
all
$5
pounds.
off the bag
Right,
of the bitch.
right. You know we getting all pounds weekend. It's
Right.
week.
No, nigga, you can be standing outside waiting for the nigga to pull up.
Right. That's Sansa Ray.
You can smoke a blunt with him or
Right.
something like that.
That's Sansa Ray.
You right. You right.
That's Ray right there.
You
It
right.
just got to her head to the point, you know what I'm saying, not even moving bricks. But she don't even she can't even motherfucking crack down on motherfucking ounce on
Bruh.
by herself.
All that stuff she be talking about she was getting booked at clubs to do appearances. When?
Exactly. That's what I said.
When? And again, I know people probably be like, Chris, you be hating on her. I'm not hating on her. I'm
You're not
keeping it
hating.
real. I'm
You
from
just tell
here.
it like it is. Exactly.
I'm from here. I was born at Crawford Long Hospital, downtown Atlanta. We ain't never heard nothing about this woman. Period.
Right. You
Then my
just tell
thing
it
is,
like it
okay,
is.
so think about this, STL. You a guy just like I'm a guy. You seem like you appreciate nice looking women just like I do.
Exactly.
Now, I was in Atlanta the whole time. I ain't never lived nowhere else. You mean to tell me she was that popping in Atlanta, and when I met her, I didn't know who she was?
Or nobody else didn't know who she
And
was.
nobody, like none of the other niggas that was
Exactly.
around didn't ever say, Chris, boy, do you know who she is? We don't know. Who is you? Who is you? So that's why I'm like, and then my thing is the stuff you was doing, models don't do that. Models don't go to swinger parties and let everybody smash. They don't do
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean,
Real talk.
They don't. And I'm an average guy. So you mean to tell me I'm an average guy in Atlanta? I'm just an average dude. I'm not a rapper. I'm not an NFL ball player. None of
Right.
that. And you met me.
The models I know, they flying motherfucking city to city. You know what I'm saying? Probably fuck with this nigga in that city, fuck with that nigga in that city.
Exactly.
You know, they ain't sit here, you know, trying to host no motherfucking swinger parties like you said. They ain't sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, trying to do no what they call that when the motherfucker go to the club and ask them, can we promote our items and shit in your club while you got the patrons come in? That was Sansa Ray was doing. My peak game.
Probably.
Yeah, I peep game. Yeah, that's what she was doing. That block dime shit. She went to him and asked, "Hey, can we sit up right here? You know what I'm saying, so we can promote our magazine."
Pretty much.
Okay, sure.
Talking about she was getting paid every
No,
time
she
she was
wasn't
going.
getting
No,
paid.
you wasn't.
She
No,
wasn't
you
getting paid.
wasn't.
She don't know how to do business like that.
No, she was not. You know what I mean? And but then again, she'll hear this, go make a video about it, or think somebody hating on her. Nah, we ain't hate. But I tell anybody I talk to, anything that's against Sansa Ray, I am with the shit.
Oh yeah,
If
for
it's,
sure. We definitely trying to shut her ass down on her bullshit.
I mean, we can't get off of YouTube, but goddamn it, we can damn show critique everything she motherfucking do.
There you go. And that's what we're gonna keep doing every time. We're gonna stay in her ass until she's
Straight
quit her
up,
bullshit.
straight up. Stop
I
lying. You
told
talking
her.
about your house
I
half a
made
million
this a
dollars?
public
Come on,
right.
man.
I made this shit a public announcement. If she take everybody shit off their website, including Tommy, and I don't even fuck with him like that, including Rice, I don't even fuck with her like that because I know it's some foul fuck shit.
Right, right. But
If you
she'll
got a
never
problem
do
with
that.
somebody that bad, that deep, step to him, and, you know what I'm saying, like a woman you say you is.
She'll never take that stuff down,
No,
even though you don't make a dime of money
right,
off of that shit. Then
exactly.
then my thing is this WordPress shit. Don't nobody watch that shit.
No, nobody don't watch it, but it's just the simple fact, you know what I'm saying, it's up there to, you know what I'm saying, basically, bash a person
I've
because
been
you
put out
mad
there. I've been
because
put shit out there of if the bitch email me or just like she ain't even got to do it publicly. If she email me and apologize for everything, number one, email me because she got my email address. Like we know that for a fact. Email me, apologize for everything that you did wholeheartedly. Let it be known that you started all this shit instead of coming on here trying to tell these folks like everybody attacked you. Take these folks shit down, then nobody won't fuck with you no more. They won't even talk
that's
about
it.
it. You can lie all you want to lie on
That's
this
it.
motherfucker. Won't nobody say nothing.
That's it.
She won't
Like I
do it.
said, she ain't gonna do it. You know why? Because when she come on her on the net, she feels powered. She feels bigger than what she really is in real life. That's why I
Exactly.
asked you that question. Was Sansa Ray the type of chick to you could get her to do anything you wanted her to do? You told me, yeah. I said just as I thought. She's
I
a
mean, during
pleaser.
that time, anything I
Right.
wanted to,
Even
yeah.
before that, look what she did, you know what I'm saying, to get preached. She did all this extra shit. But it was fabricated. Then when
Oh yeah,
smoke
it was all
cleared up
fact.
on her ass, you know what I'm saying, smoke cleared up on her ass and shit started going left for her, that's when, you know what I'm saying, she want to run back into her hole.
Well, that's what Priest said. He said he started to realize that a lot of the shit that she had been telling him, it just wasn't true.
Right.
The money
Exactly.
she said she had, you didn't have it. And but my thing is, she was trying to wow that man from the beginning. She was wowing him because even Sidonia, whatever her name is, even she said it. She said, yeah, a priest would come home and be like, man, I met this lady and she's this, she's that, she's this. And
Mm-hmm.
Sidonia was like, she was telling him, like, well, look, I'm looking this chick up online and stuff ain't really adding up with
Adding
what
up
she's
about it.
telling you.
Exactly.
You know, she was trying to look out for him, and I
True.
said this to somebody else. If 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 Sansa had just sat back and shut up, her and Pre could have been together right now, but she wouldn't
Exactly.
stop. She should have just
She wasn't.
chilled out.
Right. She heard her own
Exactly.
self.
Exactly.
If she had just chilled out, like coming on YouTube, talking all that stuff about that man, even when stuff went wrong, she like, well, I had to come on here and tell everybody. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Exactly. Exactly.
You ain't have to tell nobody shit. You could have got them. Y'all was having problems. You could have just stopped making videos about it and been pregnant and been in the hotel. You know.
Exactly. Exactly. Since I can't get in, I'll just say exactly.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, El.
My bad.
No, first I gotta shout out Sassy because she in the chat room. She said she's driving for me to shout her out, but that was like 20 minutes ago, so she probably home by now. But shout out to Sassy in the chat. Get y'all on point. I'm just listening.
No, go
Don't
ahead.
mind.
Go ahead. You shit. You got the flow.
No. I was just gonna say, some of this y'all gotta realize y'all can't make sense of crazy. And I hate to just throw that term around loosely because we all got different states to our mental stability, but sometimes when you just sit up and you just say some shit just to see how that shit sound, just to see how it sound on YouTube, and she one of them.
Yeah.
So, it's
Yeah,
like
but
she
she's taking
only
it
show
strange to
any
where it's
woman
going
maybe
offline.
9% of her life. So you only can probably believe about 13.75% of what she's saying.
I don't believe none
Which
of
is
what she say.
crazy.
No, me either.
You
Only
know,
thing I
so
believe what she said when she said how old that baby is and the fact that she's sitting in the car. That's all I believe.
that's about it. That's about it. And
Everything after
you
that,
don't
I
know,
don't
you
believe.
don't know what city she in. You know what I mean? She saying she in one place, she could be in a whole nother.
Yes,
Right.
but
You
she
know what
gonna
I mean?
slip up.
No telling.
She gonna slip up.
Mm-hmm.
I believe she back in Atlanta, to be honest with
Hmm.
No, she tried to. She
you. I ain't
tried
seen
to.
that now
But
palm
do
tree in the
Atlanta
background.
got Section
No,
8
no,
and shit like that?
that park she was at.
What,
Yeah,
you
the
saw some
park
palm
she was
trees in
at.
that bit?
No, it wasn't no pine trees, but yeah, that park and all that. That she was at. That's out there.
I bet she itching to get back to Atlanta. Oh, she
She
definitely want to be back
was.
out here. Yeah.
She was. Earlier before they got before they didn't have the house. They was gonna come back. It got revealed that they was trying to come back.
My thing is, she knows she don't need to come back to Atlanta, man. You know how many people down here want to kick her
Shit, I could just imagine. Shit, she
ass?
gonna get ass whooping after ass whooping.
And I ain't just talking about the people that I know for what she did.
Right.
Like I got female cousins that's like, but we better not never see her. We're gonna be on her head now.
She got fresh meat out here in Cali. She don't want to go that way, I don't think. She got more
knowing,
marks
knowing,
out
knowing the rat, she gonna bite the cheese. She
Of
gonna bite
course,
the cheese.
of
Knowing
course.
her,
there.
she gonna bite the cheese.
She
Trust
gonna
me.
bring her ass back down here. I know she will. As
I mean, if she
soon as she get down here, I swear for God, like I ain't putting no. I don't want to mess your channel up and say it,
no,
man.
go
And don't
ahead.
say it.
No,
But
man, it's uncut over here.
I'm
You know what I'm
telling you,
saying? We don't block over here. We, you know what I'm
listen,
saying? We let everybody talk their shit. This was
I
hey,
got
this name my show, talking shit. So you talk your shit.
I got some girls right now that say on site, they gonna get that ass. Now believe it. She could think it's a game. You know what I mean? Think it's a game. Did the shit go out again?
No, you good.
Oh, I thought it went out. But yeah, think it's a
You got the
game. They
flow.
gonna be on that ass. Like I ain't. One thing about me, I ain't forgot. I'm chilling. I ain't really worried about all that stuff that happened, but I ain't forgot. And one of these days, I'm gonna get some get back. I'm gonna get it. I'm definitely gonna get some get back. You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna get it back the way I want it because I can't do nothing. I can't put my hands on it. You know what I mean?
Nah, I won't recommend you put your hands on
Oh,
them, but I will.
and I
I
never will.
will.
I never
Hold
will.
on, hold
She'll
on,
make
hold on.
videos for the next 10 years about you putting your hands on her.
And
Okay,
I never
right.
would. I never get my hands
Let me
dirty.
say this, Lord, before you chime in. I won't recommend you putting your hands on them, but I will say this. I will recommend and commend you when you do this. You kick a dead up in her motherfucking ass. Dead in her fucking ass. I mean, you motherfucker kick her ass to the motherfucking point that motherfucking shit coming out of the mouth.
I mean, it's gonna happen at some point. You know, like I say, at some point it'll all come back around.
Yeah, it is.
Believe that.
Oh, she gonna get caught slipping. That's for sure.
Like she just don't understand. Like she made a lifelong enemy.
Shit, not just you, a lot of other motherfuckers.
Yeah, lifelong.
Shit.
I don't care where I see her at. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, let's get it on.
Now that's just her way. She knows she can't get that man thrown in jail. That's her way of talking to him through YouTube to say, I can have you locked up, knowing she can't. She want him to
Right.
call her begging, please don't have me locked
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. She
Hold on, what
sound
happened,
like a
Lord?
typical,
Yeah.
single black female. I'm getting child support. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing it. It's like, stop all that nonsense. Just stop all of that. There's a lot of single mamas out here that don't get mad child support ever. And they just continue to raise their kids.
For real.
So stop all of that. Oh, I'm gonna take them child support. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like she's so entitled to something. Like your baby ain't no FOH baby. Yeah. Get out of here. What is it? POH. Get out of here. POF. You all know what I'm talking about. Shit.
Then my thing is she ought to feel proud of herself. Y'all living in a $500,000 house. You came from um, staying in the back of a car in a hotel. Now you in a $500,000 house. Don't even worry about the child support. You don't want the child
Exactly.
support.
You
You
keep
just
it
worried
pushing.
about
If you could
pissing
do
him
all of
off.
that, you keep it pushing without the child support. Exactly. It ain't even enough to
But this
keep
is
them
her
in
way to
good
get back
reference.
at him.
Yeah,
up.
that's all.
She wants him to
Right.
contact her saying,
No,
why are
no,
you
but
trying to get me
you
thrown
know,
in jail?
y'all,
Yeah, I agree with
Even
that
though
too.
she can't, that's
Right.
just her way of getting him to do that because she tried everything else.
I think she just trying. It's just a niche. It's another niche for some folks to clamor on to. Yeah, yeah, I didn't get child support. Yeah, these men, yeah,
That's true.
these can go back to female too. Yeah, that's what I think.
That's true. That's part of it.
Because
That's
it's
part
too
of it.
much of a cliche, you know.
Right.
It's
That's
like
that's
you
part of
brought
it.
yourself into that situation. You look real silly sitting there talking about some child support like that man is entitled to do anything for you when you know the circumstances. You
You're
know,
right.
it's people that were in lifelong marriages, or lifelong, living arrangements who have men who literally walk out on them and leave them with nothing. Now, sit up and talk about that situation. That's a real situation. What she's sitting over there is some shit that she, like she said, manifested for herself. So you look real good laying in that bed that you made for yourself.
Yep.
And you look real
Right.
stupid sitting up talking about how this man owe you some child support. That's dumb.
Well, that's part of the
That's
reason. Yeah,
dumb.
that's a new niche for her. Just like
Yeah,
the I was abandoned. That's a niche. But the
right,
main thing
right,
in her mind is
right.
he won't
Because
have shit
something
to
could
do with her.
be
He won't
quote
contact
unquote
her.
relate
Right.
to that. Yeah.
This is her
She need to
way
put
of
the
getting
universe
him.
on child support. The universe brought her this shit.
Right. But this is mainly her way of getting him. Okay, I done tried everything else. Even if he called her to cuss her the fuck out, she at least got his attention. Even if he
Maybe that's
thinks
it. That's if he even giving a fuck. We don't even know if he giving
he
a
don't
fuck.
give a fuck, but she know the child support's not gonna send no letter to him saying, "Hey, nigga, pay up or else." So this is her way of saying, just like she said, her management team looking at videos. Bitch, you ain't got no management team, but that's her way of saying, "Hey, I'm gonna have him. He's only $200 away from going to jail."
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
that's her way of getting him to call her and cuss her the fuck out, or if she's even lucky, beg her, "Please don't have me thrown in jail." But I'm pretty sure he's got enough people around him saying
He
that
do
bitch don't know
not
what the fuck she's
have that
talking about.
kind of power. And that's why I hate when these brothers be sitting up there talking that shit. Because bitches do not have that kind of power. I don't
Then
care
the
how
thing is,
vindictive and how
She's
mad you
tried
is at a
everything else to
nigga.
get his
You do
attention.
not have that pick up the phone power. I'm about to show this nigga what he do.
but
You
check
do
this out
not.
though.
That's
She
saucy
knows
Even
that,
if
but
bitch.
she
that's her
do,
way of getting his attention. That's why she's saying that shit on here.
No,
but
but
check
what I'm
this
She
out
knows
though.
saying,
somebody's gonna tell her.
Even if she do go down to the courts or whatever, when that man go to court, they're not gonna throw him in jail. They're gonna say, okay, can you pay anything today? He gonna say no. Then they're gonna say, okay, well, can you pay something in 30 days? He gonna say, yeah. Boom. Case dismissed. We're gonna go get that man 30 days. He gonna pay something. And then you got something. I done seen this shit happen before. I seen it.
She knows somebody who's watching her videos is gonna tell him something. That's why she's saying, "I'm going to have him arrested," because she know he probably don't give a fuck about the little motherfucker. But that's her way of trying to at least get him to cuss her the fuck out.
Now you know
Because he
what? I
cussing
got a
her
real
out.
question for y'all. For the guys who listen,
maybe.
right? For the guys who listening, you, STL, if this is really his first child, which they said it is, wouldn't y'all want to see y'all child though? Even though I mean she on her bullshit.
It's very true. I wouldn't be doing that, but she's making it so unbearable
Right.
to be around her that she's not just gonna drop the kid off and have someone pick it up. She
Oh
wants him
no.
to pick
Oh
the baby
no.
up from her.
Definitely.
When he reach out to grab the child, she gonna put her hand on his hand. She gonna stare him in the
and
face, and he be like, "Bitch, give me my goddamn baby," and she gonna
right.
throw herself on the ground.
They're
Yeah,
like,
let me chime in right quick.
Right? Do you really want
screaming
to
and
go
shit.
through all of that? Right? Do you
Let
really
me,
want to go through all of that?
let me chime in
Okay,
right
so
quick.
I got a question real
What's
quick.
up?
Just
Let me
catch
chime in
me
what
up.
Chris was talking about right quick. Yeah,
Huh?
of course I would want to see my first child, but think of it is he know that he's dealing with a fucked up person. He
Right.
realized he
Right.
fucked up person, so he rather not deal with her fucked up ways. She got some
Right.
real
Yeah.
fucked up ways, real.
And she knows he ain't had no he don't have no money to go to court to try to get a third party mediation because they can have to where she dropped the baby off at the courthouse. Court appointed also will pick the baby up, take the baby in. She'll never see him again. She will
Okay, so
never agree to that. She
let's
wants
no. Let
him
me
to have
before
to
y'all
take the
get too
baby from
far
her.
down the rabbit hole. Hold on a sec. Let me ask some questions. Okay, so let's back up a little bit. So after she had the baby and before she left the state of Georgia, did she have paternity test done?
Yeah, they had all that. They had all that.
Before she got to put him on child support, she had to get that done.
Yeah,
But that's
So
not
he,
enough.
so they had that done
right.
Nah, that baby
before she
wasn't
left.
even born when she left Georgia.
Georgia though.
Oh, okay,
They
okay,
was
okay.
born
She
out
had to
there in
She
come
wanted
here to
him to
Cali.
chase
Okay,
her to
okay, that's the
California.
difference. Okay,
Right.
that's the
She wanted
difference.
him to
Okay,
come to California, and then
okay.
she
Right,
said
No.
right.
he
Because
didn't
I
Because
even
had to
try to
because
start.
come out here and see the baby. I'm like,
That's why I
Tashana,
had
you
to
in
get brought up
California.
to speed. That's why I had to get brought
she
up to speed.
right, she wants him to go to. She wanted to go to California because if he go to California, he can't bring his wife. Think about it.
exactly.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
she
She
couldn't have
can't
left.
move.
No,
I'm saying
she
she
couldn't
can't
have
move to
left.
Decatur.
She couldn't have left Georgia with that baby.
No, I know that, but I'm saying she left pregnant, but she knows that
Right,
if he
right. If
comes to
she had had him
California, he can't
there,
bring his wife.
she could bring it. He could bring his wife. He could bring his mama. He could bring whoever he want. What I'm saying is, if she had had that baby there, she could not have left the state without his okay.
That's true.
That's
Right.
true,
So
but
that's
I'm
why I was
saying
trying to
that
get brought up to
that
speed. But she had it here, so legally he don't have no like
right,
jurisdiction, if it were,
right,
over the
Exactly.
right.
baby. But
But I'm saying
so
him
here's
leaving
another
her.
thing. So it is. I'm sure it's different because they are in different states. But nowadays, the way the mandatory new hiring laws work, if he's working anywhere anywhere with his social, he's getting his child support check automatically garnished from his check.
Of
He
course, and
ain't
that's fine.
seeing shit. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? Now he can come to court, so to speak, and attest it.
Right,
But if he don't, then it's just a set amount, and then that's
right,
what, just comes out or whatever. Then that amount goes to whatever she is in, quote unquote, debt to the state.
right.
And
Minus her
she gets a
assistance.
check for $50.
Right, that's minus her public assistance. But what I was saying is, he can't bring Sonya because she already know he broke. So it's gonna take every little nickel and dime he got just to get to California. Just
Right.
one ticket. She knows it's gonna be next to impossible for him to pay for two tickets. So that's her way of saying, I'm gonna move clear across the fucking country. It's not like she moved to Alabama or Tennessee somewhere where they can catch a bus up there. She know that he can't come out there with her. That's why she moved all the way out there.
Well, I'm sure that may have had something to do with it, but she went to where her
Absolutely.
mama was. She went to where she had to have some type of support.
Well,
She
true,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
can't
I
do it
agree with
here.
that.
wasn't used to having no child, from what y'all saying. So she needed some type of
Right.
help. So that's what she came to. You know.
Right. That's why he ain't trying to go all the way out there. Just to see, like I said, she gonna make it so difficult to see that
And
baby to
even if
where
he did
you
have the
got to
money,
get
he
the
may
baby
not
from
even
me.
want that headache.
Yeah, he
And I
don't
Exactly.
don't
want to deal
blame
with
him.
the headache. But at the end of the
Exactly.
day, even
And
though
she
it's a
gonna
headache,
film it.
say again.
And she's gonna film it.
Of course. Of course.
She gonna live stream it. And she gonna make a big announcement. Priest's first time seeing his son. Oh my God, bitch! Just leave the motherfucker
Well,
by the trash
and
can. I pick him up.
that all of that, like he's that, hadn't thought of that. That could have something to do with it. You
That's
know.
exactly what it is.
Hmm.
I mean, like I say, it's a whole lot of stuff that's within this whole situation that
Right.
makes it
Right.
fucked up. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
But if
It
it were
probably
me,
ain't no one thing.
you know what I'm saying? If it were me, looking at the whole situation, it would be a little hard to even want to be around her in any kind of shape, form, or fashion.
I can't hardly hear you. Speak up some.
I'm sorry. No, I was saying, yeah, if it was me, it would be hard to. It'll definitely be hard to even be around her. He probably want to wring her damn neck.
But no, I am wrong was correct. When she moved out to California, her mother was still living in DC.
Who?
So when she moved out there, she had to say that she was in an abusive relationship to get in that domestic violence shelter.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, her mama was living out there. She did
Yeah,
that
but
because
still,
she wants.
you don't know that probably she still probably had that plan, but who knows? Like I said, we
True.
only see 15.9% of her life anyway, so
No, we
Right.
see
don't
8.3% of her.
we don't know.
Right. But that was her way of moving to where he had to come out there alone because he ain't got no money. Because him and Sonya broke. So that's his way of saying, well, okay, well, you can't bring her. She can't specify that if he gets visitation, which I don't think he wants to, because she's not gonna move from out there. So, and even if he was just paying with a child support check, that ain't enough because she wanted his attention. You got pregnant to trap his ass. That didn't fucking work. So I'm gonna move all the way
Well,
out to
and that's the
California.
other thing. If he's so broke and she out here rolling in the dough, the child support will be, based upon what he can make too. So they'll just, slapping
That's
her.
just a way of getting his
She out
attention.
here like she ain't on no assistance and she out here, making all this money.
Right.
So,
But she said on more than one occasion that she's doing the child support thing out of spite, where she keeps saying that if he's $1 behind, I'm gonna have him locked up.
right.
Okay. But
Right.
because if he's locked up, she at least knows where he's at, and in her mind, he has to go through her to get out.
Well, she just saying that just to make everything
I'm
sound.
telling you, that's just off
Well,
of
yeah,
you.
that's she's
Don't
trying to send messages to him because from what most people say about him, he's not the sharpest tack in the package, and she knows that. So whether she can do it or not, we know she can't. They're not gonna send him letters threatening him about anything. That's her. She is the letter. Child support works directly for her to hear her tell it. So that's her way of saying, all right, okay, them taking the money out of his check, that's to hurt him because she know he ain't got no money. So any little bit coming out of his check is gonna hurt him. Okay. Well, he's not called to check on his child. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep making these YouTube videos, trying to get him thrown in jail or threatening to get him thrown in jail just to get his fucking attention. Because even if they just took the money straight out of his check and he was paying on the regular, that still wouldn't be enough.
Hell
She
no.
wants to say that she wants to say that he's behind because she gonna ride the deadbeat daddy train. Now she's on the abandoned and extended stay train, but you not the I got pregnant by a married man train. You ain't riding that motherfucking train. Even though
Okay.
Do
that's a
y'all
pretty
think
big
he
train
really
to
broke?
ride.
Yeah.
No, he's not. I think that it all has to go into like a little system, and they gotta subtract it from what she's getting from the state.
Okay. This is what I
But
want
it's
to do.
still her way of fucking with him.
Lord. Let me go ahead and play a clip from this video, and everybody can chime in on it also. So everybody mute up if they can, so that the chat will be able to hear the video.
Negative to say in regards to the conversations that you're having about your children, so that's still a difficult thing. That's why the only solution to all of it is simply get an attorney, like that's the mediator, that's the middle person between you and this person that you have children with. And so as a baby mama, in order to not be problematic or not cause problems inside of the relationships with you and your child and your child's father, the best way to not be problematic is to not keep the drama going. Like ignore the, poking. Like a lot of the times your kid's father will poke you and shit and say little insulting stuff, and it's only they do this to get a reaction out of you. So once you stop with their reaction, they no longer get a reaction out of you. 9 times out of 10, that behavior starts to go away with time, like the negative behavior. So if you see that you have a problematic baby daddy, don't become the problematic baby mama and think it's about the situation is about to be a good one. It's really going to take a lot of patience and a lot of maturity to not become the problematic baby mama when you're dealing with a deadbeat, or not becoming the problematic baby mama when you still hurt about a relationship, or you're angry about it still. And that's why I've tried to work so hard myself to not be so bitter and angry about my situation, so I won't take it out on my son, and so that my son and his father can have a healthy relationship. But that didn't work out. You know why? It didn't work out? It wasn't my personal feelings or anything, or me, having some type of negative thing. It's because, like I said before, in the eyes of a deadbeat dad, you will always be the problem. You will always be the problematic baby mama. To him, I will always be a problem for him. You know why? Because I'm the person that challenges him to do what he's fucking supposed to. Like, I'll light some fire under his ass. Other people don't necessarily do that in his life. So a person who requires something out of a person who doesn't want to give or doesn't want to put forth any work, that person is classified as problematic in their eyes. So it's nothing a woman can do to no longer be a problematic baby mama to a deadbeat. Okay, so if the father of your child is a deadbeat, just forget the concept of you not being considered the monster or the big bad wolf side of the situation. I've already accepted that I'm always going to be classified as a problematic baby mama with Priest because I require something out of him. Not because I'm ghetto and ratchet, not because I'm a bad baby mama, not because I'm going around chasing him or showing up at his job or any other weird accusation he could have, or the typical stuff that men say about the women that are mothers of their children. Because deadbeats usually try to make it seem like the mothers of
Pause.
the children are
Pause.
also
She
Okay.
said that she is not ratchet showing up at his job. Ma'am, you sitting
If
up
she
on
lived in Georgia, she would.
Let her speak.
hold on a minute, ma'am.
Let her speak it.
Ma'am, you sitting here on YouTube bad mouthing this brother is the same motherfucking thing, if not worse. This is
Exactly.
out here for all prosperity. Motherfuckers is downloading it, replaying it backwards and forwards, putting it into music, putting dance moves to it.
Yep.
Come on now. You
Now,
tripping. You
now,
can't sit here and say you better than the next ratchet person because this is ratchet. This is ratchet. I could do a whole show on my baby daddy did me wrong. I could do a whole YouTube show. My
yeah,
baby daddy did me wrong. And
I'm
could
pretty
go
sure
for months.
everybody could, but
Right, right.
what she's
And
doing,
and I could have a whole bunch of followers because then it'll be
right,
a whole bunch of Me Too's and yeah girls and
right.
I feel
What
yous
she's
and high
doing,
fives and all of that.
she's
But
making this
don't sit here and try to act like you are above ratchetity when this is
what,
ratchet. It's the
Ratchetosity,
same
ma'am, is the
thing.
right.
word you use.
Let me answer L on that.
Same thing.
She's doing this to so she can have an excuse on why she doing her fuck shit. That's all it is.
Right. But two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly.
Right.
Two
If she
wrongs
could
don't
ride
make a
past
right.
his job, coming up there every day, she would. With the baby in her hand. The baby ain't no but a prop. She would do that shit.
Right. Right.
She would
Just her
definitely do that.
mentioning it is the probability of that.
Yeah. Which the YouTube
Or
thing is worse
essentially her
because
action.
maybe, let's say, maybe 20 people might see her at his job. Maybe five of them might be paying attention. On YouTube, you got how many people watching her videos about him? She keep throwing his face up there, throwing the baby. Baby ain't never damn prop. So it's like, bitch, you gambled and you lost.
It's sad.
You couldn't get away from his wife, so you got pregnant. Still wouldn't work. So then you moved to California thinking he was gonna follow your ass out there. Didn't happen. Now, okay, taking it out of his check. Try to fuck with him and his wife because they ain't got no money. Okay, well that's not working because he's paying. Damn. Well, he's not communicating. He probably ain't answering the phone when she call him. She probably berating his phone with all kind of pictures of the little motherfucker crawling 2 inches. Then he got to crawl right back. That ain't working. So okay, let me try to threaten to throw him in jail. Maybe that might get his attention. She can keep saying that shit till the cows come home. They're not gonna, like Chris said, they're not gonna throw him in jail over that shit. But she doesn't think he knows that. So that's just her. Or she's if he's not watching, she knows that somebody he knows is gonna watch. Say, hey, she talking about she gonna have you thrown in jail for being behind on child support. She want him to pick up the phone and go, bitch, fuck you mean I'm behind.
Okay, I'm gonna read the chat right quick. Let me read the chat right quick. Linus said she said the other day she was hitting up his spots, so she lied. Yeah, I'm trying to recall.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure she did say that.
Hitting up his spots, what do you mean?
Basically, I guess calling or going by. Well, she can't go by, so she probably was calling different places.
Oh, I could see her calling his job pretending to be child support enforcement. I could see her doing that.
I can see her doing that shit too.
Saying, hi, this is so and so from child support. So one of her many accents. This is from child support services. He has a child with da 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 da. He's not taking care of his responsibility. He left her to die in a hotel. He needs to he needs to pay his child support. Could you please give him that message? And his supervisor looked at him like,
Right.
child support
That
office
keeps falling
call.
off. Damn.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
The
Contact
well,
you.
child.
let me speak on that. As the person
Yeah.
that used to process such paperwork at my previous employment, It don't work. It don't work that easy. It don't work like that. She
We
can be
know
calling
that,
all
but
she
he
want,
don't know that.
no, he'll know that. She can't just call nowhere and pretend and all of that. It don't work like that.
She's
If
got
she
no other
calls
card to
somewhere,
play.
he'll be like, some crazy lady call here pretending like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be like,
Exactly.
yeah, child support call.
But that's what I'm saying. Even if he called to cuss her out, bitch, stop pretending to be child support. She at least got his attention. That's all that shit is.
Well,
Or she might even pretend to call the wrong department at his job. And she gonna say, well, he abandoned her to die at an extended stay hotel, and he's not taking care of his son, and he's such and such behind on child support. Could you please tell him that even if the boss knows it's bullshit, even if you can hear her Uber car in the background, his boss still gonna be like, why is somebody calling him pretending to be child support enforcement? He knows it's her. That's her way of getting attention. She don't care if it's gonna work or not. But she ain't got shit left to lose. She's run out of cards to play.
can call and be Chrissy anybody, but you know, I don't know.
This is a desperate
That's
bitch.
less
She ain't got
would
nothing
get.
else to pull.
Is working. That's less money she would get because she gonna risk him getting fired.
Right. She don't care.
Yeah.
She ain't thinking about that. She's not thinking about that. If everybody in the room, they just came in, welcome to the room. But everybody in the room who hasn't hit the likes, hit the likes. If you don't fuck with me, hit the dislikes. Feel free to comment and subscribe.
I guarantee you, she is stalking the hell out of all his family. If his family's on social media, they're getting copies of all this shit. She is like cyber stalking everybody. She's like emailing his family members, the supposed cousin who don't fuck with him but fucks with her, all this shit.
Yeah, she did. That happened.
She probably went through. She probably did a
That happened.
background check on him, and all of his family members listed. She probably done contacted every single one of them and gave him the
Yes.
same story.
Yeah.
He left me to die in an extended stay. He's not taking care of his son. She probably sent a picture of the son and had him right next to the little motherfucker.
Yeah, she did
And even
all
if they
that.
don't care, they're gonna call him. Why is this bitch calling me saying that she your baby mama and blah blah blah, just so he could cuss her the fuck out? Because if he cussing her out, she still got his attention.
Okay, let me
Because
go
that's a
ahead.
niche too.
Let me go ahead and roll back to this video so we can listen a little bit more.
Oh, so horrible. So this is why they don't take care of their children. When really this is just an excuse a deadbeat gives. All deadbeats give identical excuses. If you haven't noticed, deadbeats' excuses for why they don't take care of their children never has anything to do with them and how irresponsible they are, or inconsiderate they are, or irresponsible they are. It's usually, oh, my baby mama does this. Oh, my baby mama posts that. Oh, my baby mama did this and that and won't allow me to see my kids or such and such, whatever. Like some weird story. You're looking at them like, yo, at the end of the day, you got more power than you're sitting here actually utilizing. Like you are actually sitting there convincing yourself that someone other than you is the problem and is the reason why you won't take care of your own children. You understand? So, as a man, right, in order to like avoid a problematic baby mama is just simply you not being a deadbeat dad. Do what you're supposed to do. When you say you're gonna pick up your kids, pick up your kids. When you say you're gonna be somewhere on time, be somewhere on time. When you say you're gonna call your kids, call your kids. Call for birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Always be there. Be a father. Then you don't have to worry about a woman coming after you, begging you to do simple tasks. Because see, keeping up with your kids is not complicated as a father. Because a lot of times mothers take on more responsibilities
No,
when
really.
dealing with children. So men don't really have all of
But
these
I tell you
long
right
lists
there,
of
even if he is
responsibilities
paying,
when
she
dealing
wants him to call.
with their kids because mommy is always like taking on this major role. So something as simple as picking them up, taking them to the damn karate practice, or picking them up from daycare, or even providing half of the payment for daycare, or actually paying your child support, or something as simple as acknowledging the fact that you have a child. Once you do those things, the problems and issues that you have with your child's mother will go away. And a lot of men don't even
No, it
realize that.
won't.
Why is she doing blah, blah, blah? Because she wants you to take care of your child. It is simple as that. Now, if you got a baby mama who doesn't want you around your kids, but she wants your bread, it's a lot of men who think, oh, it's women out there who just, she only want my bread. She don't want, me to take care of my kids. She don't even want me to see my kids. She just want my bread, right? And it's women out there that's like that. But then a lot of women feel like having you around outside of just your money is problematic. Like having you around as a person creates more of a problem than it does with them just getting a monthly check. And sometimes it's just easier to just be like, you know what, just to stay away from the drama, I'm just gonna go ahead and take your little paycheck. Like that's how I am with priests. It's like, you know what, you just such a fuck up to me that all I really want right now is for my son to be stable. And the only thing that you have to offer right now is a child support check because you really don't have shit else. You know what I'm saying? Like you're irresponsible. You're not a good person. You're not father material. So
But see,
hold the
she
fuck up.
fucked up. She fucked up right there
Right,
because
exactly.
he is working, right? So the money is automatically coming out of his paychecks. So for her to say that he's behind, she's making it seem like he got to put the money in the envelope, send it to her. No, she gets paid before he gets paid. So there is no he's behind child support, but she fucked up where she said, call on birthdays. He ain't calling her. Justice ain't got his own phone. She know that he got to go through her to talk to him. Remember last time she said that he called and she was like, she would not let the conversation progress until he admitted to abandoning her in an extended stay hotel. Fuck how the kids doing. If you want this to go any further, admit to abandoning me. And she probably had a recorder up to the phone when she just said that shit. So she want him to go through her to talk to the kid, and he's not doing that. So it's like, oh well, he's behind. Bitch, he ain't behind. How did they garnish your shit if you're working and you behind? You're not behind. And she knows that shit. She just want him to call her.
Okay,
And he's not doing it.
let me say this. She definitely fucked up right there saying that, oh, he's not father material. But you sat her and told everybody that you plan to have a family with this man so many times. So why would you plan to have a family with a person who you know is not father material?
Pearlie Ann was right. She did say that she's a package deal. She said that he can't have nothing to do with the child if he don't take her back.
Yeah, I know she said that. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, like I said, retracting her bullshit, her lies. You say this man is not father material. You just said it out your mouth. But before you sit here and talk about you and him plan to have a family and all that, why would you sit here and plan with a person to have a family with and they're not father material or husband material?
And she says that she don't need his money. Remember the child support check? She said it's still in
Right.
the
I
kitchen
remember
drawer.
that.
Then what's the point?
Right.
What's the point?
Exactly.
You claim you got all these dudes who want to be just as daddy. Say he got 3 goddaddies. Have one of them niggas do it.
Okay. 3 goddaddies, but now one of them couldn't help you get 505.
Right.
So just get back and forth to his doctor appointment.
Right. She rather drive Uber
Exactly.
because think about it. If she worked at McDonald's, they ain't finna let her put no mic up to the damn drive through so she could live stream while she passing out fries. She can't go to she can't sweep floors and damn hook a camera up to her mop. But she can hook a camera up to that dash in Uber, but she better let the motherfuckers find out she doing that shit.
Exactly. Well, let's get back to this bitch.
All I really can do is take the money from you. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women are stuck in that like zone as well. But you women out there who, use men for child support, but usually women don't get a lot of money in child support when they're dealing with everyday, working class men. Because everyday working class men aren't sitting here with all of this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see if we were talking about a woman who had a child support check and her child's father was an athlete, or a child's father was a rapper, or a child's father was, they could get a nice little.
Okay, let's quit that stigma out right there.
She want him. She can't buy no money.
Right. But no, I just need to put that in check because she just said she trying to make like only entertainers are able to pay that type of those significant amounts of child support that's kind of over the average wage, which is not true. You have an attorney down in Florida got a chick pregnant out of Atlanta. He has to pay this chick 30 grand a month, $30,000 a month. He has to pay this chick. So don't make it. And that's a working class man. She's sitting up here trying to compare these celebrity lives to let me adjust this mic. She's trying
Well,
to
not only that, she's trying to make it seem like, well, he's not making rapper money, so
right,
why am I after his check? I just want him to take care of his responsibility. No, you trapped him to get away from his wife, and it didn't work.
right.
So
Well,
now, because you know he makes no money,
yeah, we know
$5
that.
coming out of his check is gonna hurt.
We know that. We just trying to stay on point, trying to stay on point with her and no bullshit. That way
Right.
we won't go overboard and everybody be think we dipping deeply into her life. No, we just trying to retract all the bullshit that she even said.
Can I
Mm-hmm.
can I can I just make a
Go ahead.
statement though?
Go ahead, Ed.
Can I make a comment?
Yeah.
Again, like it, I don't know. She be saying some stuff that's just like totally off the wall because these days, a quote unquote working class man, he got what, ladies? Benefits.
Exactly.
It's a lot of people who have jobs that don't offer them no type of
Exactly. A
benefits.
rapper don't got benefits.
Okay? They don't have medical. They don't have dental.
Right.
They don't have vision. Have braces. Okay? They don't have none of that shit on hand available for like you need for with kids. So
Right.
you're late, your woman might have a good job. I know this one chick, and she ain't black. Before y'all go there, okay? They like to talk so bad about white women, but the one lady I know, she married to this guy only for his veteran benefits. She told me that out her own mouth because I didn't even know that she was, married or whatever. I've been knowing her for, some years or whatever it was. And it came up and she's like, oh, yeah, well, technically I'm still married to my ex-husband. I said, oh, not none of my business. You know what I'm saying? But she offered
Exactly.
the reason why. And it was because of the benefits. She worked, take care of herself and have them, but her job don't offer no benefits. Or you work somewhere where the benefits are so high you can't quote unquote see yourself affording them. You know what I mean? But if you got somebody that has quote unquote free benefits, that's a benefit.
Right. She's not talking about that. She just talking about the money
Yeah,
aspect.
no, but I'm
That's
saying
it.
she
In her
bypassing
mind,
that
he
though.
is the
No,
benefit.
but what I'm saying is she bypassing that and
Right.
belittling
Exactly. I
the
agree with you.
working class brother.
Right.
That's the point I'm trying to,
Exactly.
let people understand because the
At least
working
he's
class
working.
brother got the benefits. The working class brother has the union job.
Right.
Right.
Okay,
Because remember
Right.
when they were homeless, she was living in
stop
his
that shit.
truck. He
Hmm.
can't be that bad. They weren't living in her truck. They were living in his truck.
Well,
Right.
she make it seem like it was hers. So we'll get to
Oh, she need
we'll
to
get to
stop
that
that
point.
narrative.
Right. You're right. We'll get to that point whenever she mentioned it. But stay on track. We're gonna go to the chat.
What?
Linus said
Sorry,
Sansa
y'all.
That's
Ray.
it. I'm gonna step out for a minute, bro. I'll be
All
back.
right. Linus said Sansa Ray just wants attention. Looks like she's going crazy hearing that they renewing vows. She still thinks priest belongs to her. True. Yeah, that is true. Let me see who else wrote something good. That's just about all else I see. Okay. Other than that, everybody hit the likes if you fuck with me. Hit the dislike if you don't fuck with me. Also, feel free to subscribe and comment. We can get on and get chime on back into this video, and so we can finish retracting our bullshit.
Check if he ain't got all these baby mamas all over the place. Because if your baby daddy is Future, then you got a problem because sharing that child support money with 6 other baby mamas, it's gonna be a little difficult. But if you dealing with someone who doesn't have a whole children, and you're looking for a child support check, or you getting a child support check from this man, it's probably going to be a lot of money because he makes a significant more amount of money than you do. But usually the working class, everyday single mother out here, 9 times out of 10, either they didn't file for child support at all, or they did file for child support and they usually make more money than the fathers of their children. So their child support checks are scrawny. You know what I'm saying? Like my child support check is scrawny in comparison to what I make. You know what I'm saying? Like I work my
Okay, that child support basically she's saying ain't shit. Well, I guarantee you that child support would have gave you half of that 505. Back to this bitch.
that's all you can see. I'm trying to say.
Damn, I keep falling off.
I worked until 1 a.m.
You want to say something?
I just said I keep falling off. I'm trying to think what part was I on when I fell. What was she saying when I fell off? Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Last night, and then I turned around and I got up at 6. And then yesterday I didn't get any sleep. And now I'm at the grocery store about to run in here, get some food, and then turn around and then try to take a nap and then leave again at 2 o'clock. So I have so much that's going on in my life. I'm really tired. I'm working more, as a single mom with a child support check than I would have if Priest would have just stayed around and he and I equally would have been taking care of Justice.
Oh
Did
my
I tell
God.
y'all? She tells
Oh
on
my
herself
God. That's so
every
crazy.
time. She tells on herself. See?
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh man. That's the nail in the coffin right there. That's the nail in the coffin. Came straight out of her mouth. You see how
I
she
don't even want to.
hesitated?
I don't even want to play
You
ball
see
with
how
y'all
she
no more.
hesitated?
I'm about to take my ball. I'm going home. This is ridiculous.
She straight hesitated, like, well, see, if you'd have stayed around, who the fuck gonna want to stay around with you? Huh, Sasha? What man that wants to volunteer himself to stay around for some bullshit that you take motherfuckers through? The shit you do on YouTube is fucked up. So I could just imagine what your life is like. Wow. Let's get back to this bitch.
So when people try to make it seem like single mothers who put men on child support are like these big problematic ass baby mamas, when really it's like, honestly, me putting you on child support and you being at a distance is actually harder on me than it is, if you would have just stuck around. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men, have this backwards ass thinking of what a.
No, it seems like you're the one with the backwards ass thinking. This is why I say this. First of all, you only know this man for what shit? 3 solid months. And you immediately moved in with him. Well, he moved you in to his people's house. You didn't have a plan if things didn't work out with you and him, what you were going to do. You was basically dependent off this man who you met off POF. Let me adjust this mic right quick. You basically was counting on this man who you met off POF. Shit, my shit is straight popping. Y'all bear with me a minute. Adjust this damn mic. Okay, basically you were relying off a guy who you met off POF. You didn't meet this man on LinkedIn. You didn't meet him at a business meeting. You didn't meet him at a corporate job. You met him on POF. And you expecting this man to stick around? Come on, Sansa Ray. But you want to call the man backwards. No, you are backwards. When you try to look for husband material, you try to get an idea of the guy who you're dealing with. You sitting here saying he wasn't a great father. He's not a great father. He's not a great man. But shit, it seems like to me you was propping this man up real big and good when you was first fucking with him before you got pregnant. Back to this bitch.
problematic baby mama even is. You know, and usually the men who claim they have the worst baby mamas in the world are the ones who are the deadbeat dads. And they're just, misdirection of evaluation. You know what I mean? People just don't do a lot of self-evaluation. And so anyway, um, let's see. Hey, everyone. It's sad because most women really try and these men make you out to be evil, even though they are not doing what they're supposed to do for their children. Exactly. Like,
Okay. Let me chime in on that one. Let me put my hand over the back of this mic. In a relationship, shit goes two ways, not one way. Yes, we think the best of the whatever person, opposite sex, or shit, some of these motherfuckers the same sex, that you're dealing with. But seems like they ain't gonna say like the problem right here is you didn't get a chance to learn and to see if you were able to cope with this man. He was trying to do that with you, but you wasn't trying to do that with him. You just wanted to rush in and just fall into a basically a liability, not a supporter, but a liability. So by you being a liability, you ain't gonna get too far. Oh, I'll bring this fucking message right quick. Y'all bear with me. But being a liability, Sansa Ray, it's not a good look. It's not a good feeling. But to you, it seemed like you were comfortable with being a liability. But you coming on YouTube making it seem like you was the supporter. You're not the supporter when he had to move you in. You're not the supporter when you had to drive his car after two of your cars got repoed. You're not supporter when he moved you guys in and followed you to be in a hotel and in the back of a car. So think about that. Back to this bitch.
all you have to do is the simple stuff because it's really simple what a lot of women require from these dads. And when you're dealing with a man who doesn't want to be a father, or he's insecure, or he's not financially in a good place, of course he's going to use every excuse in the world why he isn't doing what he's supposed to do, why he's irresponsible. It's simply because he doesn't have the tools associated with being a good father. He doesn't have it. The character, the finances, the backbone, the nothing. It's not there. So instead of just admitting, men got ego and pride. Instead of just admitting, I'm really just a fuck up. I'm really not a good person right now to be a father to anyone. I can barely take care of myself. Instead of just saying that, they'll do whatever they can to cause a problem in the situation, be the most dramatic ones, don't communicate properly, don't pay their child support, never around, never come when they say they're going to do, say they are, break promises, lie. I mean, all types of stuff instead of just simply.
Okay, chime in on this. She's naming and saying all this shit, but she failed to realize that she was in a good spot. Somebody, like I said, somebody took you in. Somebody helped you out. But you making this man seem like he wasn't shit, didn't do shit. Come on now. Who the fuck moves a person in off the internet with 3 months of knowing them? Who does it? Matter of fact, who in this motherfucking room gonna move somebody in less than 3 motherfucking months of knowing them off of YouTube? Press 1. Press 1 if you willing to move somebody in less than 3 months of knowing them on YouTube. Melvina Miller said, nope, not me. Don't blame you, sister. But yeah, that's what she's sitting up here trying to make this guy out to be. In which this is not the fucking truth, what's coming out of her mouth. Oh, I'm not a good person. This man was still married. That was the biggest first thing out the way you should have waited for. For two, you should have waited till he got his own crib. That shacking in shit. Sansa, you too old for that. I'm too old for that shit. But nah, not Sansa. Shit, she's trying to find any type of way to attach herself to anybody. True. She tried to find herself, attach herself to anybody so she could become a liability. And that's basically, you know what I'm saying, what she did. Back to this dumb bitch.
Being like, you know what, let me get myself together. This is definitely something that I'm prepared for, but let me get prepared. And if I don't know how to be prepared, let me figure out how to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is simple. It's life, not life is simple. It's simple. The recipe to life is basically figuring out shit. We're all sitting here figuring out shit. Okay. Life is not like some easy road to where a set of instructions is given to you, and if you just follow those instructions to a T, you'll have an amazing life. That's not how life is built at all. A lot of us are throwing curveballs, and we got to just figure this shit out. And a lot of times, as a single mother, what you're doing is sitting here figuring out shit from one day to the next. So, as a woman myself who is having a difficult time with the father of my child, I don't necessarily like him too much. I think he's like a horrible person. And I did not think he was like this when we was together. So I don't want people to, oh, you know, you knew he was a bad person and blah, blah, blah. When I was, you know, with him and our relationship wasn't working out, I wasn't thinking he's just a bad person across the board and he would be this bad towards a baby. But then again, it was like, well, if you could treat me this bad while I'm pregnant, then you're probably going to be a shit stain of a father. You know what I'm saying? So eventually it started catching on to me. But here's some tips on how to not be the problematic baby mama and how to avoid her. Okay. So as a woman, always keep your conversation.
Tips on how to avoid her shit. Don't fuck with your ass.
Let me read some of this chat. I've been looking at y'all chats. Somebody had something good. Oh yeah.
Nelvina Miller again has something good. Say, Priest did not want her like that, not after finding out who she really was. True. Remember, she was telling him lies that she had multiple sources of income. Laugh my ass off. Shell, if you're listening, I want to read this one that Shell posted on the last video. It was a real good comment she left. I'm gonna get to it before we end the live stream. Let's see. That's kind of personal. Let's see who else got something good. Nelly Chuck, let's see what she said. Priest was trying to get his gigolo on in the beginning of their relationship. Yeah, I kind of see some of that. I almost don't feel sorry for him. Me either. In some ways, I don't, because it's like you got to start kind of in a relationship. This is my theory and also my game plan. Enter a relationship. You got to play it like a friendly game of baseball. You seriously do. Strike one, strike two, strike three, you're out. You have to. You know, because I mean, you come into some, you know, saying something you might not be able to handle. It could be all types of shit. Who knows? Because you don't know what you're dealing with. But you definitely got to play this like a friendly game of baseball when you're starting off on a relationship. You got to ask yourself, yo, can I be able to deal with this? This is for males and females. Let me see if somebody else got something good to say. God bless said, Sansa Ray still resentful and hateful. She is mad that Priest is not showing her attention. True. Very true. Let's see. Who else said something good? That's it.
We're gonna roll back to her bullshit.
Keep your conversations about the kids, nothing else. Okay? If they say anything that has nothing to do with the kids, Do not entertain it. Do not respond. Always circle the conversation back to the kids. It's always about the kids. If you're not talking about that, hang up the phone. I don't care if they're trying to pretend like they're being nice at the time, or if they're sitting here joking around, or if they're trying to, make light of a situation, or because, a lot of times a narcissist will make you feel like, everything is good and dandy, and it's basically just a tactic. It's like him playing chess. Okay.
Right. She is right about that. And that's just what she did when she first met him. She made it seem all good, fine, and motherfucking dandy. Back to this dumb bitch.
So you kind of got to be like, oh, I see what this dude is doing. His narcissistic ass is trying to pull me back in with the love bombing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't seeing her act like he's all, friendly and fake and phony and shit. So things can get smooth. So then, when he wants to discard me or get something from me or something like that, I'll be sitting here all wide open, his little puppet or whatever. You have to make sure that you don't fall for that bullshit ever again. So the conversation needs to always be about the kids, be about the kids all the time. It's times where I have tried to go ahead and have a conversation about the relationship to see where it headed. Did it head anywhere? No. All it did was create an argument and didn't help anything that had to do with my son. So don't even have the conversation. Like, I remember when I was pregnant and I didn't want to talk about my relationship with Priest. I didn't want to talk to him about it. And so I ended up talking to Sidonia, and she said, I think that you and Priest wants to talk about your relationship. This is what she said to me. She said, I think.
All right. This part right here, I want everybody to listen closely. Listen very closely.
Priest wants to talk about it. So every time you talk to him about the baby, he doesn't want to talk about the baby. This is when I was pregnant. She was like, he doesn't want to talk about the baby. He wants to talk about the relationship. I didn't want to talk about the baby. I was telling her, I didn't want to talk about the relationship. I wanted to talk about the baby, right? That's all I wanted to talk about. And so she said to me, well, I think he wants to talk about the relationship. So the next time I talked to him, I started talking about the relationship, right? Because I wanted him to get how he felt off his chest, right? Big mistake, because later on he's like, why are you talking about the relationship? Because anytime I talk about the baby, you don't want to talk about that. But then you continuously bring up the relationship. Then when I interact with you in the relationship, now you're complaining that we're talking about the relationship. You see how that goes? It's like a mind game. So always keep the conversations based on the children. Okay, that's number one. Do not entertain the ploys and the tricks that people do in order to get a reaction out of you. Because a lot of times people will bring up a conversation just to see how they can make you feel, to see if you still have feelings for them, or if you're still angry, or if you blah, blah, blah. Don't let people play them type of games with you. Keep your conversations basically on your kids, okay? Now, this is the hardest part of this whole situation, communicating. It's difficult. I would say don't communicate via text. Unless it's like a simple, like, yes, no. If it's something that is specific, talk over the phone. Okay. Also, when you say you're the same things that you would require from a man or the father of your child, you do that same thing. So if you say you're going to pick up your kids at a certain time, pick them up at that time. Okay. If you're going to drop them off at a specific time, do that. Keep your promises, keep your word as a woman, as a mother. And try to schedule things in advance, because you don't want to be sitting somewhere and you got to go to work, but your kids have a doctor's appointment and you have nobody to take them. If you schedule things beforehand, especially with him, execute those plans, execute those appointments, and stick to your boundaries and your word. Okay. You stick to those things and be uniform with it. I'm talking about almost militant with the shit. Okay. Because then he has nothing to complain about. You're doing everything that you're supposed to fucking do. Child support. Let's talk about this. Men don't want to pay child support because they think that you're going to spend that shit on your nails and your hair. Spend your child support on your kids. That's how you cannot be a problematic baby mama. Spend your child support on your kids, not your hair, not your nails.
Okay, let me chime in on that. Since I got two kids, if uh my child's mother decided to spend that money on herself, fine, as long as the kids is taken care of. As long as when he comes around me, got his hair cut, on a nice pair of shoes, nice pair of jeans. Same thing, with my daughter when he was young. As long as she has her hair done, which was always done. As long as she had on a nice, set of clothes, that was fine. I care less what she spent it on loans. You know what I'm saying? She get, as long as she get taken care of. Listen to Sansa Ray, she's sitting here trying to tell you how to spend your child support money. But anyway, back to this dumb bitch.
Not your blah 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 on your kids. You can put it towards daycare if that's what you want. And at the end of the day, it really isn't his business what you do with the child support money once you get it. I mean, you can put it into the light bill, water bill.
Yeah, it is his business if he asks him where his funds is going to. You explain it to him because he's paying for something.
Hold the
Back to this
phone.
dumb
Hold the
bitch.
phone. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Let me chime in. Hold on. See what I mean though by these talking points? Because okay, I know she have a child that just graduated, but she's
Uh-huh.
not referencing her experience with that child's father. She's referencing what's going on in the last year of her life.
Right.
Like she needs to give me a break. She needs to
She's not
give
gonna
me a
do
break. She over here
that.
like she just got this. Okay, and so you do this, and then if you
Right.
do this, so this is gonna happen. Like, lady, you figure out your life, and then get back to us, and then you can give a tutorial.
Right. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I could be doing this shit. If I got on here and told y'all some shit, I'm telling you this is what I did. This is what worked for me. Again, it'll be on some. This is what worked for me. I ain't
Right.
even gonna be on here talking about ladies. This is what y'all should do, ladies, and
Exactly.
not to be a ratchet baby mama or to be the best baby mama in America. Ladies, this is what you do. Like, do what works for you. That's what I'm gonna tell people.
Exactly.
But
Just
she sound ridiculous.
right. She does. Yeah, I mean, all you gotta do is play your part. That's all it is. You
She
sit here,
sound fucking ridiculous.
right? She
I
trying to make
ain't
it
never ever. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been questioned by my own family members about what I did with my kids' child support. Then my kid's father ever questioned me. And like you said,
exactly.
anytime he seen his children, they was dressed, they
There you
was
go.
fed.
There you go.
I stayed in the hair shop.
There
We
you go.
never lived in the projects. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? I could a list of shit to where, well, okay, he at least know then whatever the money I'm giving her, she must be doing something with it because I
Exactly.
always had a decent car. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So and the kids wasn't never looking well,
Right.
less off
Bubble.
than me. It probably was
But
the
exactly.
opposite or whatever. But I'm saying all this to say all I could do is sit up and tell y'all my experience. And what I did ain't no guarantee it's gonna work for you.
Exactly.
There ain't no guarantee it's gonna work for lawman. You know what I mean? But she
Right.
sound like a fool and everything. Yeah, and if he give you $20, that means you need to go get $20 worth of formula. And so if you get, go
Right.
somewhere,
She trying to dictate her
go
situation to
Uber
everybody
Eats,
else. That's
go
that's
Uber
what she does.
Eats,
That's what she does.
go
So
Uber
just like she
Eats.
try to dictate her
Exactly.
life to celebrities.
Figure
You're not
out.
a
Tell me
celebrity.
how you get tips on Uber Eats. I'll listen to.
Right.
I'm just saying, right?
Real talk. Real talk. Exactly. That's why I had to stop that shit. Like, hold up, fuck up. Nah, But yeah, I do agree with you, L, on that. And that, like I said, that's why I never would question. Now, if he didn't, my son didn't have his haircut, then I'd be like, oh yeah, why the fuck you didn't take him to the barbershop? You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'd take him to the barbershop.
Now, if he came like more every time I seen him or something, no haircut, then you know what I'm saying, I'd have
Right.
pitched the
Then we
fit.
got a
But that didn't happen
problem.
every time.
Then we got a
So,
question. Then it's something.
right,
And even then, it's probably that's indicative of something. Probably something outside of where your child support money is going, as far as the well-being of your child. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's something mental, or maybe it's drugs. You know what I mean? It's something more important than all right. Let me look at it. It ain't no coming at her. What you doing with my money? Type of energy. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, but she, I'm going on mute, as they say.
All right, back to this bitch.
Water bill, electric bill, rent, mortgage, whatever it is. But then at the end of the day, that'll be something he'll have something to complain about. So just to smooth the situation out, I'm just gonna spend my child support check on my kid. Not bills, not nothing like that. I'm gonna go buy him some clothes, shoes, diapers, food, something like that. Just so there isn't any confusion. Okay, we're talking about avoiding being a problematic baby mama here. So you kind of got to be asinine with it, right? And another thing, if you two have relationships with other people, like say for instance, you got a boyfriend, right? He has a girlfriend. As much as you probably hate your kids being around this woman,
All right, before I get into that part, if you can, everybody just came in the room. Welcome to the room, Bomb. Let's see who else we got. Oh, he's shut me down. Who else we got? Okay, if y'all can, if you fuck with me, go and hit the likes. If you don't fuck with me, hit the dislike. It's all good. Also, feel free to sub and also to comment. Other than that, we finna dive back into this bitch, this lying motherfucking bitch, and continue on from there. I put the link in for anybody want to come up to the chat. Just let me know. And I'll drop the link.
right? As much as you like, please don't have my kids around this woman. Men are like that. Please don't have my son around this man. Blah blah blah. If it's presenting a problem inside of the relationship, well, personally for me, I wouldn't have young kids around men. I would only do that with older kids, maybe like middle school, high school kids. Then another man could possibly interact with my kids. But kids, that's kind of risky right
What
there.
that lie she
But if
told?
the father of your child feels some type of
What that lie she told? Run that way. What?
You say what now?
What that lie she just told?
She said middle school or high school.
What about middle school, high school?
Oh, that's when she could have other men around our kids. That's what she probably would do
That's what she gonna do in the future, or that's what she did in the past?
it. Well, it's what she did in the past because Damo must have been in middle school or high school when dude was around, the crazy dude. She was talking about David yesterday. So yeah, I was about to catch on that too, but she
That woman
mentioned
had a 15-year history. That baby ain't but 18. That
it
much
was
I
a
do
10.
know.
It
That
was
much I
was
do
it a
know.
10? It was a 10
That much
year.
I do know.
Hold up,
15
hold up.
years, she
I'm
said.
gonna say it like this
Nuh-uh.
because she didn't get no
Y'all lie.
specifics. She did
Mm-mm.
say about five
She
to ten
lied. She
niggas.
lied. She just caught herself in a lie. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's
That's
another
my story, and I'm sticking
right.
to it. That bitch just lied.
All right, let's go and get back to this bitch.
way about that? Because I remember Future saying this. I remember Future and Sierra and Russell having this problem because Future felt like Sierra should have came to him before Russell started being out with his son.
Okay, the problem is you're not Ciara and Priest is not motherfucking Future. I'm not talking money wise. I'm talking person wise. See,
What the
this
fuck is
is
she talking about? Is she a
right.
friend of Sierra?
No,
Oh,
she's right. You said she's a friend.
is
She's just a
Future
star.
her god brother
No, no,
on her daddy's
she,
side?
no. This is what Sansaray does. She sees this shit that floats around on the internet when it comes to relationships and shit, and she
That's her
hurry up and
cousin.
latches.
That's her play cousin.
You say who?
That's her play cousin.
Oh well, okay, that's a play because whatever it is. But
I'm
she sees
saying
this
she act like she know him.
right. She acts like she knows all the real housewives of Atlanta.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Well, Sierra. Wait, what?
She
Cece.
what? Yeah, but
Because I was telling
yeah,
Cece the other day.
right. Ill,
Oh, she might as well say it.
exactly. Ill. I want you to get some. It's been a big topic about them for the past week or two. So that's why I said she latches on to this shit that she sees on the internet, and she,
Right.
yes, big
Mm-hmm.
goals, couple goals. She's one of them people. Then shit come on her. Oh, I got something to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't think that Russell should be calling Future to ask him can he take his son to the swimming pool. That's Sansa Ray.
Right. Don't know nobody.
Right. That's Sansa Ray. She'll put her 2 cents on what other people should do, but she's not focused on what herself should do. Yeah, that Sansa Ray for you. All right. Back to this bitch.
And Future felt some type of way about that. But in the eyes of a baby mama, who gives a fuck what Future wants? Future isn't even paying support on time. Isn't even doing what he's supposed to do as a father. So basically from a baby mama's perspective, it's like, fuck you. Like nigga, do what you're supposed to do. But from a mature perspective, it's like, okay, maybe Sierra should have come to him and said, hey, I'm dating this new guy. He's going to be around our
She
son.
crazy.
Is that all right with you?
She just got screws loose.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
evident right there.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
cackle 1 minute and then we switch up and we go to a different personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. See, I'm not here
Yeah.
for this
We
foolishness.
talked about that
Let
before.
me go burn a candle. Hold on.
Yeah, we talked about that before her.
I need a black candle because this bitch.
I even seen it in one video. I've seen 3 people pop out.
Yeah.
3 different fucking voices. I'm like, hold the fuck up. First minute you was hype, the next minute you was calm, next
Right.
minute you was a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need incense, holy water.
All right, back to this bitch.
The mature thing. Having the discussion. Is it all right with you? Blah, 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 blah. We share a child. It isn't like our child is just mine or just yours. We share a child. So just having that communication, that maturity, and being able to put your feelings aside is the number one way to not be a problematic baby mama, basically. And to just spend the money that you're giving for child support on your child. It's that simple. Like being a parent, co-parenting is not hard. It's not complicated. People make it complicated with their feelings and their assumptions and their miscommunication.
And also with their harassing and stalking. Now back to this bitch.
You know what I'm saying? And their irresponsibility. That's when co-parenting becomes hard. It isn't hard just off break. It's people make it hard. Listen to what I'm telling you. It's like basic shit I'm saying here. It's basic math, what I'm saying to you. 1 + 1 = goddamn 2. It's not that hard. Okay? For example, my deadbeat ass baby daddy, all he has to do is pay his $700 and I wouldn't even consider him a deadbeat anymore. It's that simple. It's that.
That's a lie. Because you just said he paid 50. So that, like I said, it goes to show you that he paid it, but you still don't hear call him a deadbeat. So that's a lie. That is definitely a lie.
That's because the different personalities ain't been updated yet.
All right, back to this bitch.
Fucking simple. And then he wouldn't even have to worry about me saying, oh, I got a deadbeat ass baby daddy. I would stop being the problematic baby mama the second he stops being the deadbeat dad. You understand what I'm saying here? Like the second his perspective switches and he says, you know what? I'm going to be a responsible father and actually be it. Not just say it, but be it for an extended amount of time. Not just today, tomorrow, next week when he feels like it. No, really just be it. Is the day Sansa Ray stops being the problematic baby mama in his eyes and in reality. Because I'm going to be a...
But you're still going to be it on YouTube, right? You still going to be it on YouTube. You still going to come to YouTube. Oh, Prince decided he wanted to pay his child support that he's already been paying. Okay. But if everybody, if you fuck with me, go ahead hit the likes. If you don't fuck with me, hit the dislikes, and feel free to subscribe and comment.
Problem for any man that's not taking care of their, especially if their kid belongs to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if we share a child, it's like, oh, I'm going to be problematic baby mama as long as you are deadbeat dad. The second you stop being deadbeat dad, I'll stop being problematic baby mama. You
Okay, Sans Ray, if you're listening, what if you was the deadbeat baby mama, but the daddy was the problematic baby daddy? Can you answer that for me? Back to this dumb bitch.
know what I'm saying? So I don't think men think that way. I don't think men think that way at all. Um Tashayla Taylor, Tashayla, you can't tell people who and who not to have around your kids unless they're dangerous. You can definitely tell. See, that's what I mean by immaturity and maturity. You can definitely say to someone, hey, I just don't feel comfortable with this person around my kid. My kid isn't old enough. Or whatever. The person doesn't have to necessarily be dangerous in order for me to say to my son's father or any of my kids' fathers to say, hey, I don't want my daughter around this person. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my daughter's father never had that issue because we just never put our kids around anyone until they got older. And if one of us felt uncomfortable with the other person's like partner, we would just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we would just, handle it how we handle it. So um as a parent, I see what you're saying, but what you're saying to Shayla is very it's immature to think your kid is just your kid. When you're co-parenting, it's two people. So you have to factor in each other and what each other wants and what each other thinks is best for the child, not just one of y'all. So that's what I'm trying to tell you in regards to co-parenting. You got to really work together. It can't be just one person has more say than the other. It's an equal commitment when both people are putting forth the same time and energy to make sure that the children are getting what's best for them. Um uh yeah, I couldn't tell you anything more than that. Like to me, um I'm not going to sit here and be the ghetto baby mama saying, "Oh, nigga, you can't tell me what I'm going to do with my kids." That's bullshit. Like when women do that, I be like, these immature ass women, like, grow the fuck up, man. Sit down and have a cordial conversation with the father of your child and say, "Hey, you feel some type of way about the person that I'm dating, and then being around my kids. Let's have the conversation. Not fuck you, nigga. I trust my own judgment, blah, blah, blah. That's immature and childish. You got to sit down and be like, okay, let's have a woman to man. Let's talk, and just smooth it out. Let's compromise. And that's one thing that a lot of people who co-parent with each other, they don't compromise with each other. You have to learn how to compromise in order for something to go smoothly. Like you have to come to a middle ground to where you two agree on some shit. You know? Personally for me, um, being the problematic baby mama is so easy, and being a deadbeat dad is easy. That's the easy thing to do. What's hard? What's hard is teaming together, coming together, creating a positive environment for your children. That's the difficult part. Two people coming together doing that when
Hold
they
on
have
a
like these
minute.
negative feelings.
Hold on. See, she just flip flopped. First she said that
Right.
was easy. Now she's
Exactly.
saying it's
When it's
hard.
hard.
Like, come
Exactly.
on, man, make up your mind. Which is it?
Yeah. Yeah, I caught that. I was waiting on them to finish. That way
Two
I get
wrongs
to get
don't
the
make a
whole
right.
concept right.
Like, you want to go by this, like that term, like that whole term, deadbeat dad. Like, if you think about it, and this is like a side note, but I hate all these different titles. I just really do because, if you think back, if I think back 40 years ago, there was no such a term,
No, it wasn't.
right? Okay. But when you look at by today's standards of what a quote unquote dad is supposed to do, or what is the epitome of a good father, okay, which changes from generation to generation. But if we want to go with by today's standards, I look back and I can say, well, my dad was a deadbeat dad.
Right. I would say back when I was coming up, it was
You know what I mean?
considered non-support. The deadbeat shit, it wasn't
There
so.
wasn't no term, but I'm saying, and that, but it comes in a lot of different forms. But why you want to just sit around and just keep on throwing out these blanket statements on your child and on your child's father, then these words they become, words are powerful. So then they become such. You know what I'm saying? So if
Hmm.
you sit around, because like for example, okay, my sister-in-law with my nephew was coming up. Um, Unfortunately, my brother had to do a 10-year sit down. Okay. And so during those 10 years, um, while she didn't have my brother's financial support or physical support, me, my mom, my auntie, she always had the extended family. You know what I mean? So my nephew always grew up knowing who we were, all this and all that. But my sister-in-law, she always liked to say when he got older and stuff started happening, they act out in school, whatever. Because some things are just indicative of being a teenager. It don't matter if you got one, two, three parents. Some kids they just go through shit. But when he started going through shit, she loved to say, "Well, he's like this because he ain't had no father. He does this because he ain't had no father." And like the first time she said it kind of caught me off guard in a way, because it's like, okay, bitch, you forgetting you're talking about my brother, number one, but okay, like I can get that. But she was putting more on it in a sense that it wasn't like he grew up without a male role model either. She lived with her mother and she had a stepfather who had been there most of her life. So he grew up with Papa Charlie. He grew up with a strong male, figure. Now, I ain't saying that no man can replace a father just like a woman can replace a mother. But I'm saying we can have surrogates. We can get from other people what we don't always get from our parents, you
Right.
know. But if you let that be the reason, then it is going to be the reason. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So she's setting her son up for
For
failure.
failure. Yeah.
If she want to sit
Exactly.
up here
She
and talk
is.
down on her son, and yeah, it is, and and I'm struggling, and it would be so much easier, and So you putting all that out there, and then if he resonates on those words, he can either resent her, you know what I mean? It can backfire on her, and he'll resent her ass, or he'll grow up resenting his dad. Oh, you
Yep.
wasn't there. Oh, you abandoned my mom. Oh, my mom struggling. Oh, this. Oh, that. When
Right.
he only know 13.8% of the story.
Exactly.
I'm
And
gonna keep going
that's
down, lower and lower each time I say it.
yeah. That's what she's she gets it, but she don't want to get it.
Right.
Like I said,
Right.
she doesn't want to take accountability for nothing. First off, the man was married. So why would you put yourself
Right.
in a position like that?
Right.
For
Right.
two, the man didn't have a stable place for, what I'm saying, to house you, but he still housed you.
Well, his relationship status, really in all honesty kind of cancels out any position that she thought she had or was gonna be in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Because
And
basically the
so
door wasn't closed. I mean,
right,
come on
right.
now.
And
I've
so
been in I've been in that
she had it
position
to
before.
she had to either accept her position as second or not. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not going to accept it, then you keep it pushing. But if you're
Right.
going to accept the position, now you don't get to keep getting up, sitting up, and bitching and moaning about the situation.
There you go. Exactly.
Make no damn
True.
sense.
But she tried to paint that picture to us like it was different, and that's what it
Hmm.
was. And
Hmm.
then, as we were saying yesterday, when we was talking, is that she is like she has to keep putting on this facade to kind of please us, and
Hmm.
also please herself in mind.
Well, and if she got new ears, you know, so fresh meat on the line. That's always it makes for a good story.
Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and play the last of her. We got about 5 minutes left on her.
Have like these negative feelings towards each other. And sometimes it takes time for that machine to be a well-oiled machine. Um, yeah, it'll still be a problem. If you just because you feel like your kids are safe, doesn't mean that they are. I just did a video yesterday talking about women, um, using men as their babysitters, their boyfriends as their babysitters, and then these kids are going around here and they're ended up getting murdered and molested and all types of stuff because these women are trusting these men. If my son's father or my daughter's father comes to me and says, listen, I feel negatively about who you have my son around, because usually when people feel that way, they feel that way for a reason. It's something that person has done. There's everything is cause and effect. There's never going to be, just someone feels some type of way about someone for no reason. So
Flip
if your
flop,
ex-partner is
flip
coming to you
flop.
saying, listen,
So when I hear something that is contradictory to something I already heard just today,
Right.
I ain't even gonna go to nothing previous because y'all know I said it before. I don't even watch her like this.
Right.
So if somebody like me can catch inconsistencies, I'm just gonna throw out there flip flop.
You want to respond to it?
No, I'm just she flip flop.
Yeah, we
She
know
just
she
said
flip flop.
something
We
different
want you to
just
explain.
earlier.
Right.
She
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What did the bitch just say? All I know is she did. She said something different earlier. What did she just say?
She say so much.
What
I
was
have
she
to
talking
listen
about?
to her
She's yeah.
my
Just
damn
just
self.
just run it back like 20 seconds.
Hold up. Let's see. 36, 39.
And I know what it was. I know what it was. Because she said that people usually have a reason why they tell the other parent they don't like their kid being around a person. They don't say it
Uh-huh.
just for no reason. Now, earlier she said people just do it out of vendetta. They do it out of spite.
Right.
She just said earlier they do it for no reason. They do it to get even. So now she said when people say that they say it for a reason. They probably got a feeling. Which is it?
Well, her
Flip flop
it's right. It's with her is whatever's gonna make her feel comfortable for that time.
is the different personality because the voice,
Right.
the
The
inflection even
voice
changes.
change.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Like I said, 1 minute they married. The next minute, oh, this is my spiritual husband.
yeah, yeah. Something.
All right, let's go ahead and we got about like 8 minutes left.
these immature ass women, like, grow the fuck up, man. Sit down and have a cordial conversation with the father of your child and say, hey, you feel some type of way about the person that I'm dating and then being around my kids. Let's have the conversation. Not fuck you, nigga. I trust my own judgment, blah, blah, blah. That's immature and childish. You got to sit down and be like, okay, let's have a woman to man. Let's talk, and just smooth it out. Let's compromise. And that's one thing that a lot of people who co-parent with each other, they don't compromise with each other. You have to learn how to compromise in order for something to go smoothly. Like, you have to come to a middle ground to where you two agree on some shit. You know? Personally, for me, um, being the problematic baby mama is so easy, and being a deadbeat dad is easy. That's the easy thing to do. What's hard, what's hard is teaming together, coming together, creating a positive environment for your children. That's the difficult part. Two people coming together doing that when they have like these negative feelings towards each other. And sometimes it takes time for that machine to be a well-oiled machine. Um, yeah, it'll still be a problem. If you just because you feel like your kids are safe, doesn't mean that they are. I just did a video yesterday talking about women um using men as their babysitters, their boyfriends as their babysitters, and then these kids are going around here and they're ended up getting murdered and molested and all types of stuff because these women are trusting these men. If my son's father or my daughter's father comes to me and says, listen, I feel negatively about who you have my son around, because usually when people feel that way, they feel that way for a reason. It's something that person has done. There's everything is cause and effect. There's never going to be, just someone feel some type of way about someone for no reason. So if your ex-partner is coming to you saying, listen, this new person you have around our kids, I don't want them around their kids, you still have to, our kids, you still have to respect them as a father, as a father that's coming with concern. You can't just be like, fuck what you saying, trust my judgment. That's immature and selfish. It's you can't do that when you have kids together. And that's why so many people have so many problems co-parenting, because you come into the situation selfish as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck what you want, trust my judgment, it's my kids, I do what I want over here. Shut the fuck up. You sound like a little ass girl saying some shit like that. Like, if I was a baby daddy, I would look at a chick like, you little ass girl, like you don't pull your shit together. Like, hear what I'm telling you. I care about the welfare of my children. So if I'm coming to you and I'm saying, yo, I don't think my child should be around this new man that you're with, let's me you. It could be something as simple as, let's me you and this man sit down and talk, or we can all go out together as one big happy family if you want to try that. You know what I'm saying? But just, do some erasure like that. Like, fuck what you're saying. Like, it's up to me. It shouldn't be a problem. Like, fuck all that. That's immature as fuck. I would say, listen, let's just sit down and we can go have a family event together. Maybe we can all go to the park together, or a festival together, or out to eat together. I don't know, but something that the kids would love. Go paintballing, something like that. It wouldn't just be, oh, forget what he's saying. That won't work. That's crazy. Parenting, co-parenting is easy if there's no romantic feelings involved. That's very true. Romantic feelings or some negative feelings towards the relationship is why confrontation comes. And it's happening from both sides, because I know with being priest, it's happening from both sides. For me, I finally shut it all off to where I was like, you know what, I hate you, but you know what, I'm gonna shut it off altogether. Because at first it was like, I'm gonna be nice to you, even though you did some fuck shit. Just be a good dad. Then he started being a piece of shit. So it was like, okay, you're being a piece of shit, and it's getting on my nerves. Like, when someone starts getting on your nerves and they're frustrating you because they're not doing what they're supposed to do as a parent, that can get in the way as well. That starts creating more conflict as well, because they're not doing what they're supposed to do.
Okay, let me chime in on that. Once again, Sansaray, when you were pregnant, and because I believe that's what you're referring to, let me do this right here. When you were pregnant, and that's what you're referring to, maybe you should have had a plan B to make sure yourself was secure, and you won't have to worry about, oh, since he's a deadbeat, since he's ain't shit nigga, since he's a pussy ass nigga, since he's a bitch nigga. You won't have to worry about all that. You can do what you need to do as a mother to support and provide for your child. Now back, probably gonna cut this bitch off, man. Let me see. Press one if y'all want to hear Ali the Bastard, the rhyme he did on yesterday. That shit was funny to me. It was for real. I definitely wanted to catch share with y'all the earlier point of what she said. I forgot what it was, but I did share that. I definitely wanted everybody to listen to that part. Okay. I'm going to play that Ali the Bastard. What you call it? Man, where is it at? Yeah, here it is, right here.
Yeah, and listen to this bitch. Dude, I just don't get it. How the fuck can you give advice when you're how the hell can you give advice?
Get to it. Let's think about this damn iPod. So I play this music and the what you call it, an iPod. And with this iPod, you have to be real precise.
You could be
get to the
Oprah
point.
of YouTube. Fat Oprah of YouTube. No. Something's wrong here. Nothing's wrong.
Hold on, let me see if I get
I
closer
appreciate it, a Nubian black man. Yo, you know you my dog, man. It's just, yo. Should not.
Let me get close to. There we go.
I said it. I dreamt about her last night. I dreamt about Sunsore's vaginal smell just last night, and it was fucking weird. It was weird as shit. I swear on my life, it was like I was back in the 90s. And I had them, I had that genuine motherfucking, the genuine braids going back. And I was just in the mirror. I was just in the mirror, just singing. I was just singing the Sunsore. I just felt like I wanted to bust out that old song. I just wanted to be like, 9 o'clock, all alone, paging you, making sure that you ain't douche. Girl, you had me cry last time. Girl, take a bath with your musty ass, cause you know you was so musty. Girl, don't get up on me. Bitch, your pussy smell like you wanna be lonely, cause you so musty. Girl, don't get it with me when your pussy smelling shitty, girl. Said as soon as I hit the door, I'm gonna put you down on the floor and leave you there. Cause you smell like a full-grown bear. And bitch, don't you hit them lights. We don't need no candle lights. Bitch, we ain't about to bump and grind. Cause your funk is on my mind. But I'm serious, y'all. I was singing to that bitch. I was up here singing my ass off to that bitch. I had a song to sing to Sunsore with that funky for JJ. I had shit going on. Lord have mercy. I ain't want to bust out them tunes on y'all like that. I ain't want to do it. I didn't. That's not what I wanted to do today. That wasn't my goal. I want my goal, son. It won't. I just don't understand it. How the fuck y'all can sit here and listen to this bitch? But anyways, let me go back. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go way back in this damn video. I'm gonna get on this bitch. Because I didn't hear a lot of the shit that she was saying, and I didn't chime in because I was setting everything up with Jones Productions. And yo, Jones Productions, yo, you were great. Appreciate you and your call. Need more like you. Need more like you. But now let's go ahead on.
I immediately knew it was a troll because the only time I've ever heard the name Sidonia is when I've dealt with Priest and Sidonia, right? So I knew immediately, oh, this is a troll on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I thought it was, anyway. So right, inside of it, they said, well, the woman that asked you for advice in regards to what she should do with her sons, did you tell her about how you've exposed your daughter to the men that you've dated? And she brought up the video that me and my daughter did where we were sitting down and we was talking about all of the stuff I've introduced my daughter to, and how my daughter really didn't like a boyfriend of mine named David. She could not stand David. Now, I've never left my daughter alone with any man outside of her father. Never. You know, I would never do that. Ladies, I'm not telling you to do something that I haven't done. Literally, I have never left my daughter alone with any man, and I never will. So anyway, my daughter hated.
Hey, man. I don't know about y'all. I caught a motherfucker crap in my goddamn stomach laughing at these bitches.
What you say that again? I couldn't hear you.
The last part.
I could hear her, but I couldn't hear you.
We gather to celebrate a life of relentless evil, a sick.
I'm gonna be nice to you, even though you did some fuck shit. Just be a good dad. Then he started being a piece of shit. So it was like, okay, you're being a piece of shit, and it's getting on my nerves. Like, when someone starts getting on your nerves and they're frustrating you because they're not doing what they're supposed to do as a parent, that can get in the way as well. That starts creating more conflict as well because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So it's making you angry. And so when you're dealing with them, you're consistently angry with them every single time because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So even if romantic feelings are gone, you're still frustrated over the fact that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. So that's creating a problem every time you speak to them. You just want to strangle their ass. That's how I am with, you know, but Taylor, I'm about to X you out altogether because you're not getting it. You over here talking about, oh, it's not their business. Girl, it is their business. Who a person's child is around. Listen, who my child is around is my fucking business. And it will always be my fucking business until I die. Okay. And even then, I'm hunting the fuck out my kids and their business. So I'm never going to go to my child's fathers and say, who my child around ain't your business. What's happening with my child and what you doing over there ain't my or ain't your business. It's immature. You're not thinking shit through. You thinking emotionally, not logically. Use your head, man. That's not even. I don't know, Chad. Okay, so anyway, when there's lingering feelings, there's potential for drama. That's true. That's true. I think I have a negative. I don't know. I don't feel romantically connected to my son's father anymore. But I do have like this underlining hatred for him that I'm trying to work on. And I think the reason why I hate him so much is because I loved him so much at one point. Because you can only hate a person as much as I hate him if you loved them before. Like you can't tell me if, you know, just if a random stranger got on your nerves, you would be this mad. I refuse to believe that because any random stranger that has made me mad, they made me mad that I got over and moved on. Because I didn't have any real true, you know, love for them. They just made me mad.
Somebody help me. She sound ridiculous.
What you got to chime in on
She
that
been
one?
knowing him what she knew him 2 weeks, 5 weeks total, but she was so in
No,
love.
this is basically what happened. First 3 months they was kind of heavy. After the third month, end of the third month, that's when he started to know something ain't right. He broke up with her. She
So in
called and
love.
plead.
Just so in
Right.
love.
She
Just so in love. Just you gave 20 years sacrifice, 3 babies. I mean, but girl, if you don't go somewhere with this so in love shit, she hate him so much because she loved him so much. Go love your baby
right.
and be quiet. That's what she needs to do.
Exactly. I agree.
That's sad.
I definitely agree. So let me see how much was left on that. I caught a cramp, man, in my goddamn stomach. Laughing at Ali the bastard. Anybody got a cure on how to relieve a cramp in your stomach? I never had that before. I actually caught a cramp in my stomach. That's how I can't laugh about that no more, man. For real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say a cramp, but I've definitely got a stomach ache from
Right.
laughing hard. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
might have found
god.
it funny. I just can't take off singing. I can't. It just
You see, you can't take off.
I can't. Oh,
That shit was funny. That shit
irritates
was
my
funny as
soul.
fuck. We was laughing. We was dying last
It
night.
irritates my whole soul. I can't do it.
That shit was funny. All you need to do is speed that up, throw the beat on it. That shit, man, it's gonna be funny.
Right.
That's a viral meme right there. Oh shit! You see everybody press one in the room to hear it.
Mm. Yeah, that's
Oh
sad.
shit! Oh
Yeah,
man.
she's one big joke.
STL, you heard who got terminated? Nah,
Who?
who somebody he said somebody got terminated. Who got terminated? Warren.
You talking about Obsidian Channel?
Yeah, that's what it
Is that
is?
what you talking about? Anyway, you talking about?
Yeah, who got terminated? Warren. You said fart and laxatives will help.
Oh,
Hell no, G.
I'm like, oh,
Obsidian. I don't listen to that dude, man.
yeah, that's what he talking
Uh, it, I, it's nothing against him. I did go on this panel, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know if he kicked me off, but one of them niggas kicked me off because they didn't like the shit, the points that I had, to throw at them. And to me, Obsidian comes off as a type. I'm gonna say a fucking nigga nerd. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a nigga nerd. There's nothing wrong with being a nigga nerd, but a nigga nerd that want to be hip, but he never was hip in real life.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
exactly.
Mhm.
Right. Let me read some other comments also. If the father, this line is saying, if the father is married, she can't stop the wife from being around the child. She makes no sense. Exactly. Real
Oh
talk.
yeah, that was something I wanted to say because she was saying something that was untrue. I
Man,
mean,
I
you
was sitting
can
there
be
trying to get that cramp out of my
concerned.
goddamn stomach. Shit.
You can be concerned about, who your child's around, but you don't have no legal right to tell the other parent, oh, they can't be around that other person unless you get like a court order or something.
Right. If it's that serious.
Yeah, right. But
Yeah.
just on some, oh, I don't know that person or I don't know that bitch.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have that right as the custodial parent.
Okay. Let me plug this. Damn. Plug this up for you. Battery go down. All right, everybody bear with me. Bear with me. There we go. Get plugged up and popping. Let's see. How much now? How long we had left on here? Look like we had 3 minutes left on the rat. Everybody don't forget. I'm gonna set up the rat roast tomorrow because she going live.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, she going live. Somebody is doing it. It's not supposed to be anything. It's just supposed to be a conversation, but it's gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? You could be able to, listen to without getting blocked. Be able to say what you want to say, especially when she don't make no goddamn sense. Uh, I will set that up tonight. So remember, hit your reminders because it's gonna be 7 p.m. Correct me if I'm right, but correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody. It's gonna be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think, or 6 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central, and 4 p.m. Pacific. But I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna start. We probably gonna start like 15 minutes, 30 minutes earlier. So definitely we're gonna chime in on that one. That way we can roast her ass as she going. Once again, everybody in the room, welcome to it. Hit the likes if you fuck with me. Hit the dislike if you don't. Feel free to comment and subscribe.
Wonder what live she gonna be running with tomorrow.
She's gonna be on Gap Talk Media
No, I said
live tomorrow.
what lies she gonna be
I,
running
I
with.
trust me, it's gonna be with her. You never know. She's gonna throw something in there. I guarantee you that. It's supposed to be about the matriarch of something. Shit. Let's see. Somebody reminded me. Look at the comments. STL, you have to warn Gab, or you just gonna let it go? No, I'm gonna let it go. Shit,
Ain't
he's
no
sitting up.
warning, Gab.
No, I ain't want no Gab,
He a grown
cause
ass man. He
right,
can hold his own nuts.
exactly. You know, he's been talked to about her before, so hey,
Mhm.
he'll learn. I mean, he'll learn the hard way.
Mhm.
Uh, he sitting up for critiquing his life. I mean, should be a problem either. Like I said, you ain't gonna be able to say what you want to say over there, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Why even go over there?
Mhm.
Yeah, we know Bomb did. Shit, he heard me when I came up on the panel and put her ass on blast, like, bitch, you lying. She played like she didn't hear me, but then she gonna make a motherfucking live claiming that I don't know which she don't know what I was talking about. I don't know why she said. I don't know how he came up here and talking about I'm docking somebody. I don't do that. Bitch, it's all over your
Yeah.
website. It's all over your WordPress. What the fuck you mean? You don't know why I'm coming up on that panel saying what I'm saying. L Boogie, STL tomorrow is a pro that live for Sasha Ray. Yeah, it's gonna be a live rat roast. Prom date live with for Sasha Ray. Yeah, dog. Oh man, I'm still fucking
No,
hurt from that goddamn
my
joke.
dress is for the guy who got his channel terminated today.
Oh
I guess my voodoo worked.
man, I had to go to my grandma's house to find my goddamn prom pictures. I ain't keep up with that shit.
Right, right.
You know, so that's what I'm gonna do. Go to my grandma's house, see if I can find my damn prom pictures.
But I found that one at my auntie house. Hurried up and took a
Oh,
picture.
straight. Yeah,
That's
she
why
got it.
as I said, they lucky I ain't found my senior ball one yet. When I find that one, niggas really gonna be crying in their beer.
Let's see here. Uh, yeah. Other than that, yeah, we're gonna shut it down with the rat. Like I said, everybody, make sure you hit the notifications. Tomorrow is definitely gonna be a rat roast, a live rat roast at that. I'm gonna
Ew,
definitely set that up for everybody to
sounds nasty.
what's that? Rat
The live
roast.
rat roast.
Yeah, it's gonna be nasty. Real nasty. Real nasty. And serious over here.
A live rat roast.
A live rat roast. She gonna get it. We gonna motherfucking critique all her bullshit she gonna be talking over there. Cause she tell you the truth, she ain't gonna know what she gonna be talking about, y'all. She gonna sound so fucking sideways as fuck.
That's gonna depend on his questions. I mean, what he wanna
Trust
know.
me, she's gonna. This is Sansa Ray. She's sitting here talking about a subject she don't know. She's not a basically experienced or a pro at.
No, what's the
You know,
topic?
it's the matrix. What somebody in the chat type. Hold
Oh,
on,
it's
just
already a
looking at.
topic. It ain't just her.
Right, it's a topic. It's supposed to
Oh,
be. Hold on, let
I
me
guess I
see.
missed that.
Yeah, I know what the topic is. It said the matriarch or some shit.
Oh my goodness.
I want to make sure I say it right. Uh, history. Let me see. Oh, the matriarchy with Sansa Ray.
Oh,
The matriarchy. So, like I said, she gonna talk the little bit she know. Then after that, she gonna be lost like a motherfucking a blind mice, and
and do he be having
she gonna
people on his
stir.
panel? He
That
have
I
folk
don't know.
panel.
I don't watch dude like that. I started to
Oh,
subscribe to
okay,
him.
okay.
I started to subscribe to him. I asked him, you know, what is he about? Because I don't need to listen to so many. I don't listen to them women bashing women. I got women problem niggas at all. So that's why I was checking, make sure he don't, you know, be on that bullshit. He be's over there with them, but to my knowledge, from what everybody's saying, he doesn't, you know, come up too much talk about that. So I said, so I asked him myself what he talked about. Oh yeah, I just got good conversation, brother. I said, okay, they ain't give me enough. You know, I just fuck with you when I start hearing, you know, more good things about you. I heard your name, but I never heard your actual content on how you know what I'm saying, critique things. So
Yeah, I just seen him in chat rooms. I never. I
right,
think I maybe have went to one of his things maybe once, but not enough, like you said, to even know what
right. That's what I
what
said.
he
Yeah, he
about per se.
right, exactly. Me too. Same here. But over here we talk shit, good and bad.
hmm
So other than that, we wrapped it up with the rat. But like I said, tomorrow's the rat roast. Bring your popcorn. Bring your side items.
Side items.
Yeah, bring your side items. Other than that, like thank everybody for coming out. I'm gonna have to shut it down. I got some more work. I'm gonna finish up. I know I was late today. I do apologize for all the four people that was waiting on me. It's 4 people waiting on me. Much love to y'all for fucking with me. Until then, everybody be safe. Tonight, I'm gonna set the timer for the rat roast tomorrow. So make sure you hit set reminder so you don't forget. And it will remind you if you hit the notification button. Yeah, matter of fact, hit the notification button. I got 2 haters for the day. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to my 2 haters. Shit, I need y'all.